Start the local recording. Checking I have space for all the local recordings. 327 gig. That's surely enough space. Alright, YouTube should be live now. Just a constant stream of games. Yeah, let me... Hold on. Let me get my stream recordings open and then I can show you what we're working with. I need those loot boxes. Ooh. I should have 24 hours. We're not going to be far off today. I mean, it's not going to be OWCS, but when will New Era be playing? Nobody tell them. Just pretend it's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine, and MCD will be here in no time at all. All right, let's... all right, eyes on... Let's go to matches. Matches, okay. So, today. Bang. All right, so step one, poker face cheeseburger. Okay, that'll be right. It's an elimination game, so at least there's stakes. I checked if you were live a minute ago. You were not far off, Gingercon. I was just making my breakfast. Then we get Zeta Division versus Falcons, which should be fun. Then we're going to get Crazy Raccoon versus Onside Gaming, which should be fun. Then we're going to sort of hit a bit of an overlap period here as well. Wait, is that one actually today? Wait, maybe this is... Why are you here, Stacks? You look into this. This seems wrong. This seems wrong. This seems incorrect. Zan Esports, yeah, I don't remember flying Zan Esports out to China. It's 1379. I presume we've just accidentally dropped a stray Zan into there. Because this is for China playoffs, so we'll sort of jump into China playoffs. And then we're going to jump into collegiate. That's about 2 our time. The collegiate will have a lot of drops, which is obviously why it's bringing a bit more attention than it normally does this weekend. So we'll go check that out here. It's Winner versus Weibo versus AGG game. Yeah, but I feel like it's still really hard for it to be Zan. I feel like it's hard for it to be Zan in that scenario. Alright, joining the TeamSpeak before I forget. We've joined. Refresh. Nothing's ever happened. Perfect. Alright. And then we're just going to be in collegiate for ages. Ages. This last game is scheduled to start at 10. But you know how it is, lands, rolling schedules, everything like this. St. Clair is on stream. That's for Tread Team, isn't it? So I think the 2 favourites for this are obviously... This is for Tread Team St. Clair. And then Winthrop are the big boys. This is like Wheat's team. This is Infected. This is all of all of that. So that should be a big one. I've got given... Let me open it before I forget. I got some of the cheat sheets. The cheat sheets. All right, so we'll have maybe I'll put these up here for now so you can't see them, but maybe I'll have them upstairs in the upstairs screen. Morning, Lemon. Looks like a long day. It sure does, doesn't it? It sure does. Cool. So yeah, so we'll tap in. Maybe I should probably get the clean feed open so we could watch Korea when it starts in a couple of minutes. That seems reasonable. I think I'm too warm as well, which is probably a bad omen. It's too warm at 7. I'll take my hoodie off. Hold on. Let me find my clean feed first. Asia. Clean feed Asia. 25th. Looking good. Morning, Andy. Right. This sounds kind of Korean. Bit loud, isn't it? Fuck. That one. There we go. Hope to see Coleman today. Yeah, he's normally up very early, so I'm sure we'll see him around. Did Cardiff win last night? Should I check the score? He was at the game last night. You know what I did see last night? A Nottingham Forest safe. not to immediately derail us into football talk, but Nottingham Forest safe. There's a spoiler warning if you didn't see the game. Morning, Seppu. I tune in. I don't tune in. I check the score at half-time. We're fucking 4 goals up. 4 goals up against Sunderland. Oh, and this is the table now. 39 points. Surely everything's fine. 39 points. Come on. 4 games left. 5 games for these teams. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's just sudden death, isn't it? West Ham Spurs, sudden death. Oh, where are they? Where are the games? West Ham have Brentford. Is that today? No. Is there another game? Have I missed any game here? Oh yeah, West Ham are playing Everton. Spurs are away to Wolves. Fuck. Spurs cannot afford to lose away to Wolves. Fuck, wait, what time was that game, sorry? That's high. I'm not going to watch it, but because I'll be on. 3 o'clock. Is that 3? They're both at 3 o'clock today? Fuck. Fuck. We're gonna have some good side action while the Overwatch, while the collegiate is on. Hold on, let me turn my hoodie off. Ooh. And he said Cardiff did win. Cardiff won as well. 24-21. Where am I looking? I never know where to look for it. There we go. Cardiff Ospreys. Alright. One of my favourite things to do with Common is LARP, and I know what I'm talking about. So if he comes in and talks about the game, we're just going to be like, what a performance by Dan Edwards. Oh no. What a... Who was the star? Did you watch it, Stacks? Maybe just... Maybe the line is something like, pretty scary near the end there, hey Coleman, but great job holding on. Yeah, there we go. All right. We've got our rugby LARP ready. Dan Thomas was the best player, but not for us. Really using the royal we on that one. Cheeseburger got us easy. Some cheeseburger believers. All right. Is Max on yet? Do I need to call him, or is he up? He's up. Everything's fine. Send him the knock. My favourite stream to watch OWCS? I'm glad to hear. Good news then. There's so much OWCS. Good news all round. All right. Has it gone really quiet? I don't like it when it goes this scarily quiet part. Should we get the drop pictures up as well? Will you watch China? Yeah. We got like a Korea, China in the middle, and then collegiate. Yeah, even though there's like substantially less OWCS, particularly in EMEA and North America. Oh, thank you, Kenchi, for the tier 1. Thank you very much. Ooh. Here we go. This is the image we want. Bang. And then there was one for collegiate as well. Does collegiate have its own Twitter? Or was it just on the Overwatch Esports one? What better way to start the day with a sub? No better way. Oh my god, it's literally right here. Bang. Is there a more detailed version of this that tells you when they're on? I hear background music. Oh, thank you, Feature Vaughn. Thank you, Feature Vaughn, for the gifted tier 1 to Ofori. Oh, I think Ofori are regular. I'll be happy with that. Alright, that one. Bang, 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 bang. Done. Do I need to do anything else? Tweet? No. Any good tweets? I saw a lot of stuff about this Anton deck, this ITV argument and stuff like that, but I don't really know anything about it. Oh. Thanks, Sax. Was anyone on... Oh yeah, God's on it this morning. Not the God, God 115 is on our clip collection this morning. Alright, imagine we'll get some walkouts soon. Take it to my sandwich. One bite to win. Morning, Farron. Yeah, cheeseburger. I think in many ways a cheeseburger lives to be bitten, you know? Like, the greatest endorsement for a cheeseburger in its life cycle is to be eaten. It's this website. Do not consent. Oh, okay. How to unlock? Esports loot box. 5 hours, 8 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours. You know what? We'll get this today. we'll one shot this. If you're here for the long haul, we'll one shot this. Do not worry. Why does Korea not have the loot boxes, but Collegiate does? It's a mighty fine question. I don't know. It feels like it would make sense to give both of them it. I have no idea. I think why these things happen, I can probably take a pretty good stab at. Like, the nature of how these things are is they're sort of negotiated individually, sort of completely distinct from each other, so they have no correlation to each other. So I think it's probably much less we decided to give loot boxes here, but not here, or we've only got so many loot boxes. There's only so many left in stock. We can only put them here. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's much more these things are just negotiated separately. It's like different people in charge of different programs. I don't even think it's money. I think it's just different people in charge of different programs. Morning, Kazat. Huh. It's breakfast time, quadriplegic. Get yourself some breakfast. I cooked so much pasta yesterday. I probably cooked too much. 7 portions of pasta to help me get through the weekend. I'm not going to eat all 7. That would be too many. But it'll get me through Monday as well. We got some stuffed pasta with a red pesto, with some peppers, some onions, some mushrooms, some pancetta. We've got a cheesy one from a leftover bechamel. I never know if I'm saying that right. But you know the sauce that goes on top of lasagna? So like a really rich, creamy cheese sauce. So we got some sort of like mac and cheese, again with sort of like, I put mushrooms and pancetta into that as well. Some chili. So we got a lot of food to get us through all of this. Fish finger sandwich, 3 cups of tea. That'll do. That'll do. You had 3 curries for lunch? You go out for lunch? Nice. I love it when the restaurant, like, you just get a bit of everything. I'm such a sucker for just, can I have a little bit of everything, like a tapas style thing. Gonna skip it by making scrambled eggs now. A sensible breakfast. Wait. God, we need to, I don't get it. I don't get it. Poker Face's last dance. Yeah. Red blue equals purple. I'm glad I finally learned where babies come from, thanks to my favourite team, Poker Face. Look, Zess has just walked away. He's just had enough. He's just gone. Fuck this. Do they have to do this? I don't know. I presume they're getting produced a little bit here, you know? Like, they're getting sort of pushed into it. But it can't be a coincidence. Well, thank you, Luce. You okay? If I'm saying it right, thank you for the tier 1. Okay, here we go. One more time. Only one team gets to smile at the edge. Poker Face still keeps the Poker Face versus Cheeseburger, ready to take the last bite. Alright. This is the best one they've done in a while. Poker Face still keeps the Poker Face. Ready to take the last bite. We will break it now. It does have a little champions rising as champions energy. But this is completely different, you see. This isn't champions rising as champions. This is Poker Face keeping the Poker Face. It's completely different. Where champions rise as cheeseburgers. Chat, butter or oil for scrambled eggs? I think I normally butter. Can I still get the winter badge? You absolutely can. I think the campaign's still like sometime in May. I don't know when. I think we're probably nearly at we're nearly at a 300 mark as well. Let's do a little self check. 299, one tier 1 away from hitting the 300. No primes are gifted, don't count. Remember, so only self tier 1s. We're gonna get this, yeah. We're getting this 300 number. Don't even need to trouble anyone for it. It will just come naturally with time. Kenchu was 98. Sugar Free has a pulse bomb. Really wants that winter badge. Gifted tier 1s don't count to that 300 marker, but it does count if you want a winter badge. So if you want a winter badge, a tier 1 for yourself counts, a gifted tier 1 now also gets you a winter badge. If you want to help me to a 300 number, it's only a self tier 1, but don't worry too much about that, and that'll come over time. Sugar-free as a pulse bomb, just wanted that Winton badge. Alright, 81% to Pokerface. Was Dart the biggest week 1 wonder? They just got... The schedule was just a little bit weird, right? I was 298. How do I put it on? If you go to settings, like a little cog in your chat, and then there's one that I think it's like chat identity or chat appearance. Maybe not chat appearance, chat identity or something. I think it's somewhere around there. God, are we just starting? I know it's quarter past, but this actually feels really prompt for WDG.
Hey, Zavi.
Oh, good morning.
Get that clean feed?
Yeah. Would you like a copy?
I would love a copy.
Okay.
And Craig would love for me to use that copy. How's the quality today?
You know, same as always.
Craig got awfully quiet in my direct messages after asking me to use the clean feed. Would you believe?
Yep. Yep.
You would believe that?
Yeah, I would believe it, you know? Like, I'm not an easily startled guy.
I think it's a pretty startling development that he asked me to use the clean feed, said that they're trying to get that quality up, and then disappeared off into the night like some sort of fantasy character without any of the hero's journey payoff down the line. Hello, Lucas AFK, by the way. Thank you for the Frogger Jams. Anyone that opens with a Frogger Jam is good in my book. Thanks for the 100 biddies. It's just Kaya and beep, beep, no co. Would you believe, no co, we actually have a whole community of cars that you can communicate with. So if you want to just continue beeping around, we've got CommanderX, we got all sorts around.
The funny
here,
Astra,
you're well at home.
the TV and Toyota.
Of course, the Cadillac.
The SUV, the SUV.
Community of cars, beep. Yeah, we got cars all over right now, Noko.
It's a relative traffic jam. Welcome to the car park. It's going to be more bullshit, unfortunately.
Hey, Kenshu. Great badge you got there, Kenshu. How'd you get it?
Somehow us starting with a car bit was the least bullshit we're going to experience all day. Thank you, Roher Live for the tier 1. That is our 300th tier 1. We have reached...
You're kidding!
That's our 300th tier 1,
maxed?
2 months in a row. We're Winton Max. There's a Winton for Roher Live. There is now a larger percentage of Jeff's money for myself, if we can do it for 1 more month. We're 2/3 of the way there. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Roher Live. And congratulations to everyone. Good job this morning, everyone. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, everybody. And this guy tries to deny the allegations that he's a car. Bastion bombs come out from minutes over the coast.
I'm literally always saying I'm a car.
Yeah, I'm a car.
Look at the logs.
Wu Chan in big trouble here. I will be studying the logs after this. Slam comes out in Maine, and Wu Chan is going to get tossed around. Karu catches him long range. Cheeseburger, they gave us 36% of hollow, empty hope, and now they're going to give us a face full of disappointment as they fail to close it out over and over again. Good morning, Bushy Brigadier. It's like, you know, sometimes I wonder, do you sleep as little as me? Because I feel like you're here just as much as I am, Bushy Brigadier, putting in the hours. So, yeah, good morning to
What
you.
if they're not real? What if they're just one of the chats you've conjured up in your heads?
If Bushy Brigadier's grok, I'm taking it off the top. I actually meow now.
Alright, 4 ultimates here for Pokerface as they are in control. Wu Chen's going to try and rotate forward, but there is a ball behind him. He's going to keep just trying to ignore that as best he can and help Cheeseburger get onto point, get a bit of a flip going. Dart comes in for a contest, and here's the little flyby from Zessin. Right-hand side goes for a swing right now. E on the pulse bomb. Nano comes through. Trade of the Nanos. They are kissing in the air, the Bastions. But Minute, he's the better kisser. And now Faith and Zessin, they're going to fall, and this Anna's in all sorts of trouble. Pokerface looking good for the hold, and they need to play for a late touch here, Cheeseburger.
Late touch is all they can get, but again, don't expect anything because it's Cheeseburger, and if you get your hopes high, then all that follows is disappointment. Argon gets the first tap, minefield spread out across the point by Fearful. It's not on the point at all. I have to sneeze, take over!
Oh, over onto the point, Sungan's trying to stall it out. He has the pulse bomb if he needs. Bless you. Rest of Cheeseburger are going to join him on. Pokerface, close to the edge. Keeping their Pokerface, though. Bombs come through right now. Argon with a pulse bomb out. Use of a Bastion bombs to survive there as well. Pokerface are battered and bruised, but Cheeseburger have C9, so everything's fine.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Bastion ult? I just keep saying Bastion ult, and
Configuration
it's more of a
artillery, I think.
Oh, I was going to say, I was hoping
Which
for
just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Configuration artillery, somehow more of a mouthful than Bastion ult. I'll call it the artillery.
Let's just... Oh, Ivory Dearly. Loosely Dolly Deer related name, but they've been around for a year, so it's probably not Dolly Deer. Wait, did the artist just arrive? What? Elon Musk and Donald Trump allegedly walk with alien figure inside a highly classified military base? That is a terrible opener for the day, Lenny. Seriously? Some of your worst work yet. Stop copy-pasting that. Stop copy-pasting that immediately. That is garbage, and we are not letting that catch on. I know I gave him the artist badge, but, like, he can do better.
Wait, you gave him the artist? Oh, dear. All right, thank you, Stacks. Thank you, Stacks, for the gifted tier 1 to Zombies Hate Shotguns. Enjoy your Winton badge. Hey guys, how's it going? Can anyone tell me what time it is, or how many hours are left until the OWCS with Alari drops? The time is 7:20. Obviously, it might be different depending on where you are. The drops are on for Korea right now. The esports loot box drops, they start in just under 5 hours. And you can get them on this channel right now. It's going to be dropping all day. And I don't just mean our IQ.
Although our IQ
will be dropping.
As this is like a publicized version of the CIA studies on sleep deprivation. Now, a little Guardian wave comes out from Tennyson as Cheeseburger do appear to be tempting us with at least a bit of point touch. The findings, well, I've gotten a whole lot stupider than what I used to be. 10-10's dead this Gungan. Cheeseburger find that opening pick. They might find the opening cap, but again, don't be fooled. They're going nowhere.
Remaining not fooled, as they're going to clean up underneath right now. Lose their Bastion on the way, but this Ram is very low and very alone. Going to try and get to the Mega, but Sunghan's going to cut off a path to that Mega. And that'll be Cheeseburger taking his first fight. As we move to the inside point here, Pokerface going to give up on the cat shenanigans. They're going to swap onto a cast here as well. I was wondering, surprised we see Fearful. Maybe swap. Maybe some type of diva, but it's also not really a Fearful hero, so maybe he's just going to try and make it work as best he can on the Ram. Coming out top here as well, and this top area is normally very difficult choke to go through, but because it's not that good for the Cat Bastion, they actually get through relatively unscathed here, Pokerface. They can take control of this high ground now and look for a way to deal with this Bastion.
Looking for a way to deal with the Bastion, but Zessen is pumping damage, gets the ult online, and the artillery is just going to keep him healthy. All that green health allows you to survive through so much pressure. Dark finally finishes him off, but by the time he can finish off Zessen, his whole team's disappeared. Again, I'm just trying to avoid taking the bait here, because I know that Cheeseburger is completely incapable of doing anything but disappointing. So while the analyst in me sees 4 ultimates online, 60% on the board, and a pretty substantial deficit for Pokerface as they have to retake through these tight chokes through a really difficult ult situation with mounting point pressure, the reality is that I see a first-time Vohio in the chat, and I'm going to focus on that instead, because really, there's just nothing to be seen here with this game.
An opening pick onto Pokerface. A man with a belly like me, though, he has complete faith in a Cheeseburger at all times. So now, with this ult advantage, I'm sure they will convert. Wu-Chan's going to go down. Oh, no. Pokerface now 4v4. Tracer battle taking place behind here as Pokerface needs to get on point sooner or later, but Fearful's already got his feet on that one, and he's going to be forcing Sun and back. They've lost Dart behind, though, so more difficulties for Pokerface. They're 3 soon to be 4. They force the bomb out here. Yeah, they're trying to get the baby. They've got the baby right now. Fearful's awfully low, pops the Annihilation just to live right now. Can he find anyone to walk on? There's a Nano Bastion on a non-Nano Bastion as well, so that's an unwinnable fight for minute. Grapple underneath right now. Argon's going to find 10-10. The flip has gone through, but they can keep their Bastion alive on the high ground, and Pokerface, while they have Kitsune Rush, they are running out of people real quick. Catnap comes through, feels unnecessary, but Fearful will be dragged off to his death anyway. Pulse Bomb hits on the other side from Dart, though, so Pokerface is still going to try and turn this one into a scrap. They have a bit of cap to give, though.
First time kill. Minute in the form, pumping damage all around Wu-Chang, but not into Wu-Chang himself. Now, Wu-Chang up top is going to get a couple of shots off. Damn dear, 90% on that nano boost. No flips, please, for the love of God. Just take the round. Just take the free win, guys. Like, don't fuck this up. Fearful down. It is looking completely unwinnable here for Pokerface as Cheeseburger clean up the final kills. Hi, Spishy. Thank you for the flower. Appreciate that.
Tied up 1-1. This is an elimination game, remember, so
did,
lot of stakes.
Did Espinela567 ask that same question in your chat like 2 minutes ago? Hey guys, how's it going? Can anyone tell me what time and how many hours are left until the OWCS and the Alliance drops in OWCS
exactly
boxes?
that.
I'd really appreciate it if you could tell me. You know, to be honest, Espinela, I think I love that you've asked that question. Very verbose question in Xavier's chat. He's given you the time of day, he's given you an answer, and then you come to my chat to ask the same verbose question. So yeah, what do we do with you, Espinala 567? Hey, Fovi. Does anybody have a big boiling pot of oil that I could borrow?
Wait, I was about to deep fry something. Would you like me to deep fry? All right.
Anybody got a big cauldron of boiling oil going? Hey, Disco.
If you've got it on anyway, would you mind if I dropped
I need to make a deposit at the boiling oil factory. Alright.
God. Hour 1 of 17. It's going to be Dart taking down Argon. With a little bit of help from Fearful in that. They get the one up on that one. Going to be a coast battle here, but Zessin's playing it very demure at the back as Cyan's trying to make his own play on the back line. He's going to eat the sleep, regroup onto the point here, and Cyan can't get onto the back line right now. In theory, that Anna should be a very vulnerable target very often for Cyan to get on, but even after eating the sleep, he doesn't commit to that kill now. So Pokerface will get the first flip, and it'll be another battle. Again, Vianna's going to be left all alone in this world.
Shift into the back, Sungan cleaning up Karu. 18% conceded, but there we go. Artillery's out for Zessin. Pulse doesn't kill him because the green health is so OP and doesn't decay anymore.
It's for green health that's the real problem, I think, in all of this, honestly.
It is. It's that damn green health. It's not the cats. It's not the bastions flying around at Mach 15. It's all gravy, baby. Wu Chan, nano boost at 90% at the moment. And Cheeseburger, well, they're tempting us with a map win, but I'm not taking the bait. I'm not going to be fooled. Unta, do you think Kellen can play Bastion for Dallas Fuel? Let's keep the questions strictly Overwatch unrelated, okay, Brad? Grapple forward for a minute now.
There's always more space in the
mid-air
bomb.
Bastion bomb. Now they're dueling with one another. The Cat Bastion takes him comically far away. We go for a nano boost when he literally can't do anything.
Bad.
And yeah, this is just textbook Cheeseburger, really. Just total dog shit. Catnap comes out now. I've got a train to catch, it appears, into the kill. Oh, he's under the train?
Oh!
Demon time.
Oh my god!
Faith got hit by the train too.
Absolute cinema from 10-10 there, the master of the tracks! And that's going to swing it massively in favour of Pokerface right now, but they still need more help somehow. It's going to be Fearful onto the point, trying to flip it back right now. Thank you, Hash Brown, for the tier 1. Oh, they still somehow lose that fight, even with the master of the tracks. It's not enough.
There. It would have been primo Cheeseburger gameplay. Oh my god! I didn't even know you could get under the train. I didn't know you could go.
That's
under
class.
10-10.
Yeah.
10-10. This is actually shades of the first time that I had Faith on my fantasy roster. He's still there, by the way, because I've given up on changing it. But yeah, 10-10, just mercilessly, brutally gapping Faith. Now, Bastion duel on the coast once again. Karu 98% on ultimate right now, but it looks like Zessin is just going to backstep away, get carried away by Faith. Now the nano is out, but Karu, what are we doing? Zessin off the map. Karu traded. Nano was used there. Minute is pumping damage on the point, but he's not getting flown around at the same time. Minefield comes out, and in the 4v4, the flip is just conceded over to Pokerface. So Cheeseburger, for some reason, they've decided not to touch the point. They've decided to just give it up. And this is the beginning of the Cheeseburger Classic.
This is what happens when your hands are perennially greasy. There's going to be a Bastion battle on this right-hand side. Zessin is on the hunt, but he can't confirm the kill. Now at Anna trade, Wu-Chan's going to hit a cheeky headshot round the corner. No conversion on that kill. Green health is out from Zessin now to try and live, but can he live? Yes, he's going to get nanoed as well. We'll come back to that fight later. Meanwhile, there's going to be a battle on point between Argon and Vat, but it looks like Cheeseburger actually good for the cleanup. There's only a Tracer left. Ball back soon, but Dart's 1 HP. He misses the Pulse Bomb too. I don't think there's another touch. They've done it! Cheeseburger have won the first map.
Oh no. They're not going to win this series, are they? Cheeseburger are taking it all.
Maybe Cheeseburger I mean, would it surprise you if Cheeseburger were a stakes team?
Cheeseburger are going the distance. Yes, it would surprise me if Cheeseburger is taking. They're going to sub Farmer in to get mercilessly fucked next map. Like, there's just no way.
Thank you, Hash Brown. Appreciate you redistributing that that student loan towards me. The Harvester. Surely today he will not be the Harvester.
Hi, Dashianu.
A Philly cheesesteak.
Some streaks here. Nasco's on a 10 stream streak. C-Tone is on an 85 stream streak. Sylvie's on a 5 stream. Yeah, C-Tone's is committed like that. Apparently this comp's really hard to play on high ping, so that's good looks for the nation.
Surely this means Cheeseburger to Champions Clash? Yep, I wouldn't hesitate to book their tickets.
Gonna call my main man at Blizzard right now and say, forget about the 3 different brackets that the Asian teams have to play through to get there. Just punch the ticket for Cheeseburger.
Get this burger on that plane right now.
Get that burger on the plane.
Alright, do we have some big wealth redistribution after that as well? I think we did.
Did you see Cardi's new billionaire haircut? No. Looking into this.
Has he got a billionaire haircut?
Let me look into this. He's live right now, so it should be easy to check this out.
It shouldn't take much investigating.
Whoa!
It looks like he's about to start. He's looking about to start a startup. He looks so smart. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, the China games are actually they are coming to their conclusion this weekend. So it's all just straightforward double in bracket. Top 2 teams go to Japan. You okay? You've been tickled pink.
He's logging into better Twitch TV. Oh my god.
When I stream China matches, yeah, well, we'll watch as much as China as we can fit in some kind of Korea collegiate sandwich.
Mods, can we get Brad's pretty, please? I'm looking into it. Dennis E! Ugly brunette. Wait, how do I get the collegiate drops? They're not in my inventory. Because we're not watching collegiate yet, ugly brunette.
This is Korea.
We're hours away. I know that the dapper young man on the screen right now but might be a little bit of a smoke screen from the truth of the matter. But we are currently trapped in the East. And unfortunately, we will be painfully Eastern for another 6 or 7 hours. The collegiate starts at, I want to say 9 a.m. Eastern, if you're American. Which, you know, by the numbers, about 35% of you are.
6.5 hours.
But they'll show up eventually, ugly brunette. You just need to hunker down and stay in the stream for an agonizingly long amount of time.
Remember, once we get to that 6.5 hours away, you only have 8 hours to get all the drops as well.
Yeah, like I said, agonizing. Just look on the bright side. You need to keep a tab open for 16 hours. I actually need to watch 16 hours of this. So, you know, there's layers to the torture. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I'm praying for you, bro. Don't pray. It's a lost cause. It's a lost cause.
God can't help us here.
Yeah. So far past that. Get some water. Are there any good matches in Asia?
My mate who doesn't watch anything to do with OWCS or Overwatch just sent me the Kai Guinness short. I mean, for sure, he's done it. Hex is our shorts guy, and he's done wonders. He's got us like 250,000 views in like the last 5 days. That's pretty good. Do we have map fantasy stats? We should at some point. They have to update them manually, so it'll take a little bit. What's that, like $10? No, but it's not about the bucks. It's about the reach. You know, let everyone know we're scrimming and Team GB is back. No scoreboard from last game? It was a scoreboard. Hold on, traveling back in time. It was just before here. Yeah, here we go. Have you got it? Ooh. Oh, have you guys figured it out? Okay, I'll leave you guys to it. When's the next GB scrim? On Tuesday, we'll be playing at Team Peps. I got it. Check the server. I'm on YouTube. I see. All right, Rialto. What time is for Pep Scrim Tuesday? I want to say 3. I'll check that for you out of respect, though. It's at 5. Good thing I checked. Yeah, 5 on Tuesday, we'll play Peps, and then 3 on Wednesday, these are all UK time, we'll play Team Austria. Maybe we'll get another one as well if we're lucky. I need some more popcorn for the 6-map banger. Get poppin'. Which team looks like it can beat Twisted Minds? Right now, none of them. Right now, I'd put all my money on Twisted Minds. If such a market existed, which it doesn't. How have the scrims been going? We haven't lost yet, so pretty well. We drew with Finland. That was like that was the closest result. But yeah, I think especially this last sort of week or so, where we had like a more fixed squad, I feel like we're starting to make a little bit of progress. Morning Vriska. Team Australia beating TM? Probably not. Do you think Zeta can make it close? Yeah, I think so. I think the biggest thing working against Korea now is just how long like this bullshit sticks. Because I'm not convinced it would work versus a TM style team or something like that. Collegiate drops will start 6.5 hours. Yeah, like I feel like right now if like TM would just beat this, like maybe there's a ban situation they'd still lose to it, you know. But yeah. Will you scrim Team Saudi? Yeah, well, we want to stream all our scrims, so as long as they're okay with that, then yeah. Morning, Clara. What a dapper young cheeseburger you are. Was that Astro who said his comp was cheeks? Yeah. I think all of us on Team GB are firmly in the cheeks category when it comes to this comp. All right.
Hunter, did you find out if the jug gives you lead poisoning? Not yet. The box? First time chat from the Batman? Stay inquisitive.
How are you finding out? Are you just slowly experimenting on yourself? Are you the canary?
The canary in the coal mine?
Yeah. Yes. There's only one way to find out if this is going to give me lead poisoning.
One sip to go.
Does taste a bit leady. All right. The pendulum is swinging, and minute is not pendulum. more of the same. Faraban and Amalgaban here, as it seems like both teams are just going to keep committing to this. It's going to be more of this Cat Bastion, and it's going to be Azaria actually from Sungan potentially on the attack here. So presume this to be two different ways to support this Bastion battle in the sky. One through bubbles, the other through just a Diva Matrix and getting involved in all of this. So again, as always this weekend, we'll be keeping our eyes on the skies as these Bastions are ready to meet above the rooftops.
It's interesting that neither team bans Cat or Bastion, you know? Like,
They just
Pokerface
both
just
reckon they're
lost
better on
2.
it.
Like, Pokerface just lost 2-0 to Cheeseburger, and they're going to stay the course, continuing to play the comp that just allowed Cheeseburger to 2-0 them on control. Does that not feel ridiculous in a way?
Oh yes, in many ways. Yeah.
But, hey, look, I'm not master of the draft at the end of the day. I'm the guy that in his very first week ever in hero bans, banned Ash. So, that can happen. Zessen, form timing comes out. Guthrium, absolutely pumped full of lead, but isn't going to go down. And Cheeseburger, just keep on pushing forward. That will give you lead poisoning, getting shot 15 times. So, it can happen.
That's the thing they don't tell you about gunshot wounds. It's not the gunshot that kills you, it's the lead poisoning. Now it's going to be another form timing for Zessing in the sky, and it's going to be a D peak for Minute and Pokerface now. Minute looking for his own swing timing back here. Payload has reached up close to the checkpoint, but Sungan will be anchoring that one. The problem is, he's on Zarya, and Gafrium is on Diva, so he will just keep getting bullied back during a lot of these, as now Zessin looking for a time to go over rooftop here, finds the Bastion, but sees him a little bit late, so been a lot of swinging and misses so far for Zessin on these form timings.
Swing and a miss. Now Zessen in the open, caught. No green health, I suppose. He's going to go down. Card is being pushed quite far, though. 3 meters, so point pressure's significant. Nanoboost comes out onto Guthrium and then a counter onto Sungan. Dart falls off the map just out of pure respect, honestly. Gotta love Korea for that one. Sungan snatches up the Mega Health Pack now. No Catnap available for 10-10 to take him off the map. He's going for the World Tour on the coast instead of killing the 200 HP Cat with his Nanoboost and Zarya health. So he's going to escape around the back. Now Cheeseburger back in control, fighting on the point. Needs some ping pong on the objective here, but we're 90% on a grav. Bastion flanking around the back, going for gold, but no kills yet. Oh, D-suit onto the 3. Oh, the grab him off. He saves himself with the grab. You're definitely ahead.
All right, the cap's about to go through, and then 58,
30,
57.
29, 58,
29?
57,
all right.
56, 55, 54, 53, 52.
There we go. Just works.
Just works.
Insane grab actually there, because it was about to be a game-winning play, but as he wakes up from the stun, little grab catches everyone in it, saves himself, and Cheeseburger able to get it over the line. They'll take a little form trade on the high ground here as well, but not really committing to that one too much, as they're happy just to keep the payload moving for now.
Keep it pushing, folks. Zessen now going to go floating around in main, gets directed early on, sets him a little bit behind in the neutral, but Sungan can deliver him a bubble if he pleases. Sungan has been caught out by a right click, but we'll have to wait and see if anything happens, because it feels like Cheeseburger are just free pushing the payload all the way through. Pokerface, I love this strategy of constantly losing dart pre-fight, of letting Cheeseburger play the comp that is allowing them to win, and just keep losing, guys, keep losing. Cheeseburger will find a way to get Cat Bastion targeted later in the series and lose. Pulse Bomb coming out onto Karu any second now. It's coming into the periphery of Karu, rather. Sungan's going to kite back once again. You can see they're playing slow, waiting for their ultimates to come online. Wuchan 95% on that Nanoboost. Zessen about to have artillery as well. And when these ultimates are ready to rip, we are going to see the push timing. Nano Bass or Nano Zarya both could be devastating. It is going to be a Nano Bass. Great kite from Faith. That's 10-10. Straight around the corner, but the chase is on, and it's big trouble for Minute, who's been dropped!
Oh, he's dropped Minute right now. He's going to go pick him up. Get your guy back, 10-10. They're inside right now, and Minute's going to get beamed. Oh, they're so used to playing in the sky, but they've managed to get caught by the Zarya on the ground.
Wuchan!
There's a bomb out from Gafrium as well, and Gafrium's just going to fall to Wuchan. This is a huge opening for him now. Pulse bomb trade attempted, but missed. The Cat's going to be able to get out. 10-10 will be able to skirt away from that one, but looks like Dart is behind, and the payload's just hooting towards the checkpoint now. They have a Nano coming back, Pokerface, but they need to get a touch first. Sungan's going to go for it. He's on point, but he's now just getting fried by Nazaria. 10-10's going to try and come out. Nearly has a Catnap right now. Going to be a D-Mech now. Nano Bastion comes out. Big trouble for Zessen actually here. They all have to D-peak Minute, even if a Cap is so close. Big damage onto that Ana behind the wall, but can't find the kill. They drop back on point, and now Sungan, he's re-pushing. He nearly has grab, but Dart's killing everyone in the backline. They won't get a chance to use it.
Won't get a chance to use it here. Dart takes down Wu Chan, so Cheeseburger will be fallen over. And honestly, it feels like that was their golden opportunity. When Wu Chan clutches up, kills a couple of backliners, burns ultimates out of Pokerface, you need to snowball that through to the end of the point. But instead, we're here at the precipice, only a minute on the clock, waiting for another ult swing. This grab has to come in clutch for Sungan right now. Faith can also go for catnaps off the edge, but he's dropped his Bastion down below. A little bit of ping pong for Zessen, but again, no swing, no commitment. Surely they're not playing slow for another nano turn. They have ultimates now, they need to go.
Yeah, it felt like they cancelled that one early and they've just sort of baited out the form timing. Maybe they're trying to desync for form timings here so they have a clear swing with their form timing and the grab. They come through now, but Carrier is trying to keep him under duress right now. Swing comes through from Zessen, doesn't find all that much. Now they're going to get caught in the sky. Zessen needs a whole lot of help. Catnap comes out, catches him off. Faith's going to drag Gafreem out of that one. Now it's going to be the artillery strike to try and stay alive, but Zessen kills him through it. Grabbed gets the job done on point as well. Sungan will clean that one up. And they do use all the ults in the end. Did have to burn the nano and the catnap and everything, but happy with that in the end. I think if you're Cheeseburger, they're on to third point.
Cheeseburger, they get it over the line, so now just 1 point to cap. DPS ultimates available and nothing else. Everything was burned to cap out through seconds, so it's going to take quite a while before they can get another snowball worth of ultimates. Another grab especially feels to be getting significant value every time they drop it. Cathrium holding the side with his Tracer, but bubbles straight out onto Zess, and he's going deep. It's a real fly to the Valkyrie situation as the Bastions clash midair. Argon, no recall, has to concede space. Sungan incredibly low, but the pulse out onto 10-10 means that now Minute is stuck on the ground. A repush for Cheeseburger is inevitable. A pulse onto the Bastion is counterable with the artillery, but it's going to go wide. So Dart now, with no recall, he's committing deeper into the backline, actually. Push forward for Zessen. He pops the mine, but he should have used it for mobility to keep the push going. They've lost this timing once again. Now they're flying forward, but Minute has the nano boost. He flies in deep. He's doing huge damage, but he can't finish the kill on Sungan. Sungan kites inside. He seemingly still has bubbles in reserve, but now he's going to go down. And now we've only got 50 seconds left on the clock. It feels like Cheeseburger are so bad at capitalizing on these advantages. They get player numbers, but they never push deep.
No, now we're going to find themselves in a situation of 45 seconds left. They will have time to get to another sort of nano catnap, but catnap becomes a whole lot less powerful, I think, in this part of the map as we just move away from all these coast one-shot areas. Pokerface, on the other hand, will have their own catnap and artillery as well to keep them alive. And most importantly, a chance to fight outside when this Bastion Cat can still sort of play in this rooftop position. You can see right now, Faith and Zessen are considering going for that mirror, but they're going to drop them through. And actually, a bit of a D peek here, so playing it fairly safe right now, Pokerface. Now the shift comes through. Oh, they baited them in. Enough rope to hang themselves, and then they just form timing, shift into Sungan, they delete him, they one-shot him, and now all of a sudden Cheeseburger, desperation time. Oh,
desperation time. Argon's down, 10-10, going for the catnap once again. Off the map goes Wu Chan, and Pokerface will hold on third. Feels like there were many advantages gifted over to Cheeseburger there, many an opportunity to take it, but they just can't close. It's Cheeseburger, so what do you expect? Do people actually hate watching this? Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch. Freon, OWL, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Hi.
Hi. I wish, Hilarium, I wish. I dropped a work of iron at me, chat. Looking now. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good, actually, yeah. Do we need... is there a way to distinguish, like, today from tomorrow? Maybe we should just call tomorrow the finals.
Does anyone know how long collegiate tonight is? For someone who isn't in the same time zone? I don't know, a few hours. Did someone say burger?
Hold on, let me... Maybe call it like varsity playoffs or something, Panda. Whenever drops announced on socials, they're already out, Rainover. We're going to get a bunch of ones for Korea, including a weapon charm, I think is the longest, and there's like a diva banner as well. And then we will get some esports loot boxes and some other stuff. Is it Alari as well? In the Collegiate later today.
Ooh, Zessen floating around in main right now. Does have a chance, but Wuchan back of main on the Ana. Just gonna wait for somebody to swing. Here comes the Bastion. Early form timing for Zessen and Minute.
Oh.
Poor kid didn't stand a chance. Taken down, bubbled, and absolutely crushed on the flank. The bubble makes all the difference. Hi, gay anime lover 33. Why gay? Sungan holding top now. Doesn't have a whole lot of charge, but does have this power position, and it's going to be hard for Kathreum to displace him, especially with no DPS. Minute, of course, has to come back from spawn, once again being taxied over to the coast, but Zessen, he's ready.
Ready to go. Oh, boops off. He's managed to stay on the high ground right now. He's a little bit low, and he's going to keep shooting back for now, but they've taken control of his coast area. Here it is. Bubble comes round onto Zessen immediately, but now the D.Va comes to get involved. Songan now a little bit isolated, has to self-bubble and DP, but it's got to referee him. He is on the chase right now, trying to push him, but here we go. Out of the form timing right now. Zessen trying to push this one. Got eyes on it. A Bastion bomb comes round, but they've lost him round the pillar. It's a game of merry-go-round, but they can't seem to find him. The form chase is on again, but Zessen is always a step behind. Now they're going to come back for him, but Minute ducks down below the roof. Songan's trying to find a bubble timing for him, but all the while Cheeseburger are conceding space. But has Kathreum gone too deep here? He's going to try and fly for the Mega down to a few bars of HP, but does manage to get out. Songan still trying for that D-Mech. A defensive nade comes out. Pokerface though, they've managed to survive for now, and has come up to those nano turns.
Time for another form for Zessen here. He's floating up in the high ground. Does have already another chance to go for it. There's the nano for both sides as well, so maybe we're going to see counter nanos providing more value, or they're just going to pop them at the same time, and it's going to be a Flight of the Dark Race situation once more. Bastion ultimate used by Minute, who appears to have forgotten that he does not have the perk, but we need to touch. Tracer on the point now, but Argon dies. Zessen throwing himself on with his kitty cat. Zessen has perk, so he's going to cover the point in mines. Catnap comes out from Faith. He's dragged the D.Va off the map. It's only the bomb, not the baby. And Cheeseburger, they can't do it.
Oh, wicked smart actually from Kathreum to drop the bomb there, because then all of a sudden the baby gets to live while the bomb is dragged off the edge. So the bomb obviously still doesn't get value, but the baby gets to live and get back in mech, and then he can keep help fighting on the point. Faith now with a really reasonable play, but nice workaround, and that's going to be Pokerface taking first point here as well, and keep this payload moving. So far, it does just seem like the D.Va has a few more options in a lot of these scenarios to actually both interfere with the cat battle and also even punish his Zarya around some of those timings as well. Another battle in the skies, but fairly passive one, so nothing going to fall right now. Looks like Cheeseburger will just wait in this big corner to make their proper stop.
My Sungan up top, grab available. Kathreum down on the low ground, but here comes another form timing. Zessen flying in. I kind of need to cough or something. I think I'm about to lose the ability to speak. Hold on now.
Holding. Holding.
It's funny the third time you write it, Zay. Sungan pressing forward now. Grab is available, but still just holding this high ground position, waiting for a swing. Nobody wants to step out. Cap Bastion at some point will come flying around the corner. Zessen actually going to take a peek around, get a bubble. Mine on the flank, but now it's 10-10's time to fly. We are going to see Minute popping in. Forms available. Huge damage onto the Zarya and Sungan. No grab opportunity as there's a D.Va in his face. Cheeseburger letting us down, as always.
Gonna have to play for a final recontest here once Sungan's there. They are gonna have a bunch of ults to go with it. Argon's gonna just flail out that pulse-one attempt, really, and now they have all the control of the map. They could want Pokerface. They have to walk back in, bubble onto point, double. They're going to swing the Bastion through as well, just try and create some space. But there's a nano behind. Wuchan can't clutch with the sleep. That's 2 kills already. Sungan has the grab, but he's got no teammates left. It's not worth a clutch, and instead, they're going to have to try and make his near 4-minute hold on third point.
Yeah, Minute. I don't buy a Cheeseburger 4-minute hold, to be honest. I feel like Cheeseburger, if there's one thing we know they're not, it's clutch. It's good for it when their back is to the wall. So, with 3.5 minutes to go and 1 fight to lose for Cheeseburger, I'm not even going to bother assessing the old state. I'm just going to wait to see Cheeseburger let us all down. Minute flying up and around through main at the moment. Zessen getting dragged left to right, side to side. And now we are really in last fight territory. The cart is so close to the back of the map. Nano for Wuchan could save the day here, could counter nano the Zarya, could nano the Bastion first tempo, but honestly, I think counter nanos would be the move here versus what Pokerface are doing. Kathreum is going to absolutely piss away his suit, goes down in main, and it's the fattest grab we've ever seen. It's a nice, easy fight win here for Cheeseburger, but we're going to need about 3 minutes more of them, so Yeah, don't hold your breath. Karu's going to solo.
He's just a big sleep, big nade. Come on, get him. Cheeseburger managed to win that 5v1 at the end against Karu. So it will just be another reset here. Now it's the grab fight. That will be obviously one of the most powerful ultimates for Cheeseburger. They convert it, so they'll be happy with that. 2.5 minutes left. They've still got more to do. They've got to try and win one of these nano turns as well. And I think the problem is the ability to go first in a lot of these situations on this part of the map from the defender's team. Just tricky, unless they want to go all the way over a rooftop with one of these nano turns, but it's very committal, it's very high risk, when really they might just be better served just holding against the walls. There is the Bastion swing, later form timing comes through from minutes, so will be a D peak by Zessin. They get space but no kills, but it's going to be getting it around this final corner that's going to be the difficult poker face, because this Zarya from Cheeseburger can just sit here forever.
Oh, Bastion is out now, pushing forward. Minute going for huge damage on the Bastion. Nearly a C9 for Pokerface, by the way. 35 meters. Bastion on the cart now, both popping the artillery. Zessin gets it dropped on his head. Oh. Argon needs to touch. He hits the pulse, but the D.Va goes flying into the sky. I'm telling you, Guthrium, he is the most clutch D.Va to get out of shit when it matters ever. This guy knows when to lose suit. He's an absolute wizard when it comes to his timing game.
Ooh. Actually still relatively close, that one.
Yeah.
Morning, Sand. Have Cheeseburger banned D.Va yet? No, because that would make sense. 6 maps lopper. Do they get a chance to lock it in today? Which games are? It's for 2 upper bracket games. So they play upper bracket final as well today. Haven't played since last year. What am I watching? Just some Korea slop, surely. Don't worry about it too much.
How long have the matches been running? This is the first game, FR05. Respect to Hunter and CX for commentating this slot. Tennis suit clap. Great. Yeah. Alright. Let me hit you with some ads. And some music. What do I want to listen to? Ooh!
How long do these competitive matches last compared to other games? Oh, right, so maybe Endless is giving you a bit of an explanation. But yeah, so up to 5 maps total normally. Each map is between sort of 10 to 20 minutes. Going to make my 4th cup of tea. The 4th of 18. I like the D.Va had more legs than the Zarya there. You see, like, obviously they're both sort of playing the same game here in terms of just trying to interfere with this Bastion 1v1 in the sky, but felt like the D.Va had way more consistent influence in that. The bubbles don't last all that long compared to the Matrix. Favorite kind of savoury breakfast? I don't know. Wait, are you there, Max?
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
There's no way that picture's real.
That's real.
That's not a real picture. That sounds like a real picture. Let me write lol so you know I'm laughing.
Thank you. Just reply so you know that I'm also laughing. And you're clear.
Favourite savoury breakfast? Probably just like sausage and bacon sandwich. Maybe throw an egg in there for good measure. Can I trade drops from today for esports loot boxes? You know what, Rally?
You can actually.
You actually can do that.
Just keep AFKing, and eventually a loot box will. 2 loot boxes will arrive in your inventory. Actually.
Yeah, but let me show you what we're working with here for all the drop. We're right now. This is the drops we're getting: the Korea viewer incentives, some battle pass tier skips, some nanoblade packed spray, a Diva's Hotiok name card, and a weapon charm. And then later, this is what we're really talking about: 2 loot boxes, the Alari skins, a little badge, some sprays, and a banner, everything like that. What's my favourite type of tea? Mine's oolong and maca and Earl Grey. I don't really drink that much tea. If I do, it's probably normally maca. English breakfast. Maybe it's matcha. Maca?
How'd you get a K out of a TCH sound?
Yeah, do you not? Who knows?
You do.
How do you say it? Matcha?
Yeah, I think matcha. Matcha. What's this Alice 9 tweet? Visibility limited. Post may violate X's rules against violent speech. Right.
Morning, mate. Lizzie Minty. Thanks, Rusty. Oh, you're right, guys. We're not in China yet. You can tell I've not drunk it before now. My favourite esports to watch? Probably TF2. You know, I got invited. I got invited to play TF2 again this morning.
Okay, coming. Today?
Yeah, it's like a proper old man thing of like some of the old boys are apparently getting some double mix together for like basically like a seniors league, I guess. And I asked if I wanted to play.
Hunter, can you accept birthday presents like Warren does this year? Yeah, let's check it out actually. Let's play a game of Spot the OWCS on Warren's stream.
Did he get anything nice for his birthday? Maybe like a link to the OWCS.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's been opening birthday gifts for like 4 hours. No, like this guy must have so many fans. Like he's legit just been sitting here opening presents for like hours. Like how much shit do his fans send him? Like this is 4.5 hours ago. Like, this is crazy work. If I opened a PO box, all I'd get would be like a fucking poop in an envelope and some anthrax or something.
Poop,
like
anthrax and dildos for day. You know, like that's all you get. Thank you, Quackaroni, for the prime.
Do you think his fans bought him all this stuff?
I don't know. But where else did it come from?
I guess. I mean, these must be all gifts. Warren is a big Griff Maxer. I mean, Warren is, me personally, this is my favorite place to watch the OWCS. If I turn off theater mode and I do like some sort of zooming thing, I think there's a way that I can get the picture bigger so that I can actually see the OWCS up here in the top right. But like, if anybody has a microscope or some means of getting into this little picture in the top right, I'd love to hear it. Does anybody have a way that I can get into this damn frame in the top right where the OWCS is?
I guess, sure, gonna have to cast it from this one, I think. I like how his sub notification also covers a bit of the screen as well.
I love it. He has dedicated fans. I mean, he's been going at it for a long time, I assume.
Maybe he has IRL friends. I don't know. Does anyone
his
actually
IRL
give
friends
birthday
send him 5 hours of mail? Like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say these are his stream fans.
Yeah. I don't think I got that many presents from my parents at any point in my childhood where I'd be opening presents for 5 hours on my birthday.
Time for Hunter to become an Ash player? I could never be Warren, not in a million years. I mean, he's literally sitting there in a t-shirt that says, I'm just a girl right now. Like, he's way more committed to the bit than I could ever be, I'm afraid. Like... Power to him, mate. Like, he can have all of the monster cans wrapped up and mailed to him that he wants. And all of the little decks of Pokemon cards. Like, if somebody wants to send me, like, some money for a fence, like, that'll do it for me. 21, 20, 19.
Green looks good on you.
18, 7,
18,
I fucked it.
17,
16.
16.
Okay,
just works. All right. It's gonna be a cat ban and a sim ban, which means we are on the ground. Well, except for Argon. He's on Farah. He's in the sky. And Dart. He's also in the sky. But still, no cat, no Bastion. More of a standard matchup that we sometimes see on push. But Wu-Chan's just been sort of pushed over by Kafrium. So I'm trying to get on the backline right now. But they're already going to have to concede a lot of space after that pick. And just sort of walked forward and took it right there. So an easy first fight for Pokerface.
Oh, minute. Swinging main. Takes Zessen already and just going to push forward to go for some more poke. At least we finally get to see some honest Overwatch as we take out these ridiculous comps. Dart going to keep on poking towards the spawn here, and Wu-Chan not looking all too hot as he tries to contest the Farah to no avail. We are going to see Argon poked out through main. They know exactly where he's coming from, and everywhere he steps is awkward. Sungan getting ready to shift on a backline, but now Cheeseburger are dragged towards the low ground. They have to touch cart, and they can't. So checkpoint is gone. Cheeseburger, they flipped around through main, but what do they accomplish by doing this? Because they've lost cart control. Guthrium on the payload is just going to sit in wizard form, holding it down. Shield comes down. Form soon to follow. Huge damage out onto mid and on low ground, but he gets bocketed through it all. Guthrium is at least now doing his job of holding the payload. As soon as he shifts up, the cart is going to start dragging backwards out into the open. Override Protocol comes through first. Kitsune Rush in response from Karu. Will drop the Suzu. Bot's been lost. They have to come out into the open. That's so tough for Pokerface now.
Well, they might get it right back, actually, here. Now an Override Protocol for a minute to try and move them back. Going to get marked initially by Sung and Kitsune Rush to try and match that one. But for Robot, they've got it back in their control now. Minute's going to keep peeking. Beats are available now for both Lucios, as is this Annihilation. Eyes on the Lucios now as this next ult trade comes. But Pokerface, they're trying to steal this Robot round the corner. It's Cheeseburger. They're the ones who have to make the move. Sung goes behind. Now the beat comes in, into the sky, trying to mark them. Can't find either for kills. Dart pushes back right now. Barrage is available for both, as is this Annihilation. But look, the Robot continues to move. Dart comes through left-hand side. Sungan tries to respond, but he's 1 HP. He's going to lose his mech if he's not careful. He loses his mech around the corner as well. Now a Farah battle on the high ground as well. But Cheeseburger, they're desperate to try and get themselves on this payload, but it's just getting further and further away.
Cart has been lost, and it just keeps going and going and going. We're at 93 meters now. Barrage still available. Guthrium still hasn't even had to use his ultimate. Sungan has lost his suit. Get Farmer in the lineup, guys. That's what we need. That's the secret. Mind you, Cheeseburger, with the only comp that has won them a single map, not versus New Era, have self-banned the comp. Ah, this team is so unreal. Dart poking through main now as Cart just keeps pushing. Like, what is this? Why would Cheeseburger ban the cat comp?
There's no good explanation. No good explanation. They come out now onto this one. Going to try and hit a little bit of a meet in the middle. 10-10 will die for that, but a 1-for-1 trade only. And Guthrium is just continuing to clean up on point. Sungan's going to find another trade. For trades might just about save Cheeseburger here. But can you really call it a saving when they're 137 meters down? They need to get on the point. Sungan will come now, but they're quite literally at the spawn. They have the numbers advantage now, Cheeseburger, with these respawns. But the Kitsune Rush is allowing Guthrium at least to get back around the corner. And he's got another Annihilation. 10-10's got a quicker beat. As soon as they're back to 5, Pokerface, they can just push again.
Oh, Zessen up top, nade out. Oh, down comes the Annihilation on Guthrium, just holding his hands up, just trying to block for the moment. A couple of splashes onto his backside, he's going to make it quite low on health, but he's just going to keep on kiting it out. A second form comes online, and Pokerface, they are out of there. Override Protocol fully kited. 10-10 picked, 96% on the beat. Pokerface, they were coming on a huge ult swing there. Double DPS and the beat. Override Protocol and Barrage still available, so it's still a hard push for Cheeseburger to get through this choke. Maybe they're just going to get caught up here on the corner if they can't force the issue. Kitsu is available for Wu-Chan, but Zessen, what the absolute fuck? Pushes inside. Suicidal. Gets counter barrage. Faith will go down. Guthrium actually does die here. Pokerface, they're back into it with 10-10 having the beat. But honestly, Pokerface, they should be good to just clean this up. They have all the ultimates to make it happen. Faith can't counter beat anymore. 10-10 drops the beat, and that is going to win them the fight. Now Pokerface, only one fight remains, but that was beat and OP. So, I mean, I know it's 140 meters, but do Pokerface actually have any ultimates to snowball through this?
Nah, I think they overspent there, honestly. They were kind of winning the neutral, but I guess if Sungan's going to give it away like that, then why not? Just push anyway. Now Cheeseburger, they do have ults to save this situation, but they might have to use both support ults just to stay alive. But Pokerface are playing it relatively slow. That's a chance for Sungan to come back in, and they've C9'd it. Knees, just kill him. Kill him. Absolutely just kill him. There's just, you know...
Just eat them. Cheeseburger.
Just eat them. So, just finish your fucking plate.
Amazing.
Oh, if only, you know what, the only thing that could cheer me up is if I had 5 hours of presents to open from my fans.
If I had 5 hours of non-stop presents to open and I could just,
I think you might be right, Hilarium. That might be the cherry on the top of the C9, the worst kart control map we've ever seen from a single team. Just at no point any
there could be
control
new
of the
era,
objective.
new era never touching the cart versus new era having that one versus 8 division where they actually set like a the fastest
record.
possible cap.
Yeah.
Will this stream be streaming collegiate games? Yes, voltage DPS.
Be right back, sending CX a single gift, but wrapping it so it takes 5 hours to get in it. Like a pass for parcel situation. But it's just me. What? Oh. Yeah, I feel like with the new era one, it doesn't count because they all like paid to be there, you know? These ones feel like a real team. Not quite a real team after what we've just seen, of course, but, you know, technically a real team. Why is Farah meta now? It's been in a pretty reasonable place for a while. I think on maps it's good for, and then like a few small buffs with like you can now move an ult by default for concussive damage perk thing. I think it actually gives them a lot more one-shot combos. So yeah, just a really good all-round hero now. And like Farah and Tracer probably the best. Farah, Tracer, Emre probably the best DPS. It's exactly 250 damage with the minor and rockets major. That's for the, I forget what it's called, but the extra rockets one, yeah. Emmy over Sojin? Yeah, I think definitely right now. What about Reaper? What about Reaper? Oh, I've got a message. Maybe it's a good message.
Yo, homosexual with the 85 stream streak. That's not too shabby. Avril seems even more pissed off at the cat stuff than you two. He's angry on Twitter. Oh god. Is it one of these like don't look up moments where he's like, I told you this would be game breaking? Let me see.
Should we go get mad at him getting mad? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I can't even find his Twitter.
You blocked him?
Maybe he's blocked me. I don't know. Twitter search is fucking terrible. Avril, what's his Twitter?
OW?
It's I'm Avril.
Oh, okay.
Please, we need to nerf this shit. I can't take it anymore. It's very simple. Any CC landed on either cat or the tether target should end the tether and apply the CC. The tether should have a maximum duration so you can't infinitely drag someone around. There should also be a longer cooldown. Nah, this meta is frying me. I mean, he doesn't look that angry. I think his feedback is all right and was delivered 3 months ago to the devs when they teased the hero in February. Like, yo, did the weekend drop start in 5 hours or so? Yeah, something like that, Frosty.
You know what, Psycat? I will send him peace and love. Good suggestion.
Wait, Psycat Nod's here?
Peace and love to you as well, Psycat Nod.
Oh, he's in my chat. He gave me C. Let's fucking go, baby. I ain't seen you in a minute, Psycat Nod. I thought you were dead. Homosexual, can you show us the shirts now, please?
Thank you, Nick Bishop, for the 20 months tier one as well. Thank you very much.
Complete. Only 2 months to go.
What do you mean? Who subs with a message? Who subs saying my plan is almost complete? Only 2 months to go. Why have you got such an ominous sub? Thank you, Suki, for the 30 streak. This is too ominous. Now, I'm just going to have to sit here for the next 16 hours uncomfortably, looking over my shoulder. All right, Numbani, Cheeseburger, their life is on the line. Stay ready for June. Staying ready for June. And we're going to go Tracerban, Kiriban.
Hard times, Ellis Dancy? Something like that.
These are the easy times.
Lol, unto you DMCA Hamilton yesterday because he left your stream on while he went to do something. My bad, Goose Machine, but Tommy should know better at this point. The music segment's been happening for like a month straight.
Fair weather fans.
That sucks actually, because Tomathan streams on YouTube like as a major audience for him.
He's like worse. Bigger audiences on YouTube.
He's impacted like way worse.
Yeah.
Out of respect, can we post some Tennessee for Tomathan?
No, you're not crazy, Jarrett. RMB, a big fan of Team GB, and he was very generous. All right, some type of Nabani, some type of Cats, some type of Bastion here. So we're going to see the May come out from Dart, which we saw a little bit from, I think both Proper and Heesang played at times yesterday. Obviously has ability to survive against some of this sort of Bastion artillery from the sky, as well as a decent sort of, you know, no fall off right click. Well, it's going to be Echo on the other side here from Argon, and I feel like the Echo should actually be a very good matchup into this Cat Bastion stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I think there's a chance once again here for Cheeseburger. I like what they're doing right up until Sungun winds up off the map. At which point, the extent to which I like their approach has limits.
Diminished.
Look, it's Cheeseburger. It's Cheeseburger. We knew what we signed up for when we were forced to watch the match. When we saw this in the fixture, and we thought we have to watch this or the loot box viewers won't come back to us and they'll go watch Warn opening Pokemon packs instead. The reality of the situation was, we knew we were going to have to be tortured by Cheeseburger. We knew that they were going to strap us to the chair, they were going to put the cloth over our head, and they were going to pour a bucket of water over that cloth until we felt like we were drowning. Now, as we experience the sensation of drowning, we realize that we might have bitten off a little bit more than we can chew, but that's life, isn't it? Karu, back at main, 70% on the Nano Boost already. Wu-Chen, he's dead even on Nano Charge. It's of course Sungun that's a little bit late, as after a minute and 20 seconds, he has 19% of a grab because he fell off the map. Minutes.
Thank you.
Just floating around on Bastion waiting for Cheeseburger to posture. Thank you, subs, mate.
I was just going to say thank you for a first-time boost from Z4. Keep the boost coming. Going to be Nano's coming up for both teams. A little sleep here means Dark can't get into Ice Block, so he will fall. 1-for-1 trade only, though, as Wu-Chan has this Nano ready to go. Drops it onto Sungun, actually, as they all try and drop on him to pressure. He'll turn Nano into a kill onto Minute. Now he's going to push forward for more. Zestin's actually going to drop the bombs here, too. Diana's going to get out, and Nano to turn right now, and Sungun's in big trouble. The little bubble and grip away. Get me out of here, drive. Back to the high ground, and Cheeseburger will be able to stabilize. Nano turn finds nothing from Pokerface.
Argon going to push into the backline now. Karu will fall. Cheeseburger, 5v4 situation. Big push. Sungun in big trouble, but his bubble will save him, and the wall is a bit of a blunder here. I don't think he's actually able to snatch up the Mega, but it doesn't matter. He has a bubble, and he's just going to box Dart, so Dart's going to use his Blizzard for a whole lot of nothing. But Minute in Bastion form is going to be absolute, what is it, Sentry form? Taking over. Zessin falls over, and Cheeseburger no closer to the cap. Obviously, 2 ticks have been conceded, but it's going to be a hard one.
It's going to be a hard one. Full 6 onto Minute, but he can get right out of dodge on that one. Now coming up to Catnaps for both. For Gravvo for Sungan is going to be the important one to keep our eyes on here. If he can find a key connection with that, very easy to kill through with the high damage they have. But for now, it's a form timing on the point. A copy Diva onto the back, but Gafrian will be playing defenders. But Nade is good though here. Argon, he can eat the sleep, get the kill, throws the bomb out, mostly towards his own team with that one there, but doesn't make all that much difference. Sungan still managed to clean up. Another sleep onto Dart, and that Argon can finish. Was an artillery strike thrown in there by Minute as well. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Trying to catch the cat on the coast. Faith can't do that, but they've got the first point, and Cheeseburger have got his payload moving finally.
Alright, 10-10. Going on taxi duty, picking up his Bastion. Dart has made the move over to Sierra. Is this an indicator that perhaps he's confident versus Cheeseburger despite dropping the first point? Oh, just let it rest, man. Just let it go. Maybe it's Sleeper OP. Who knows? Maybe Dart knows something that we don't.
This is the answer.
Grapple
He's got the
up
aim
against
hack.
Sky.
He's going to hit the cat. He's gone.
Oh my
He's
god!
got the aim hack on the
Satisfying
cat.
skill shot!
Yeah. Gets the little tag right there. All of the shots are going to home, and this cat is suddenly under big pressure. Gafriem's going to get demeched and killed during all of this as well. So we'll see if Poker Face can get it out. Going to be a little drone and grapple back from Dart to reposition as they wait for Gafriem to respawn. Cheeseburger taking all of the space now as they actually trying to chase out 10-10 a minute during this. Gafriem's coming back on the Malga, which we saw a lot yesterday, who can obviously shoot up, set some stuff on fire. Dart is under duress right now, trying to get back inside, catch a defensive nade, but Zessin, he goes down. There's a chance to come back out onto point here, but they need to get the touch soon. Gafriem goes for it, but he's already half HP.
Ooh, Argon down below trying to poke away at that Bastion, but he can't quite get the angle to keep on peak, and everyone else from Cheeseburger is just conceding space. Form timing comes out for a minute. He sees nothing at all. Gonna drop that one, give it up, and backstep, and Cheeseburger getting ready for their next old push here. Dart nearly has his, God only knows what Sierra's ultimate is called, to be honest. That's none of my business. Trailblazer? Again, that's none of my business. Cancel me if you want. Wall comes up on the high ground. Nano boost onto the Bastion. Counter Nano onto Zessin, so both Bastions are nanoed. Catnap comes out. Minute is grabbed. Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at this Bastion right now. That's going to be Cheeseburger with 2 picks. Grapple up onto the high ground for Dart. Argon trying to chase him. Pitch short on one end, unfortunately. But doesn't matter. That is going to be Cheeseburger capping out second.
Cheeseburger not done on this one yet here, able to deal with all of this. For Grav, again, just seems like guaranteed fight win in this situation. No real ultimates or great tools for survival. Even with that artillery form, they can still just burst through it in the Grav timing. Now we're on to third point, 2.5 minutes for Cheeseburger. They got Blizzard in this next fight as well, which really should just be a bit of a killer for Gafriem here. There's no Sousa or anything to get him out of that one, so if he ever commits to this stomp timing, it's a very easy Blizzard for Argon and should just open up point. Gafriem's actually gone top right now as they try and get some eyes on coast here for that battle. Gafriem's going to peek out. Artillery strike from Zessin, presumably to stay alive in all of this, but we're going to say on Dart's POV, who's looking at nothing at all. Now goes to try and find the homing shot. Can't find that. Nade is out too. Not too much damage there, and I promise you at some point we'll see some of the other action here, and it looks like maybe they've just left Wu Chan in main, but he's going to hit the shots, keep Dart at bay. Minutes won the duel with the Bastion during all of this as well. Argon's going to take a peek through onto the backline here. Player advantage, but traded right back now. The Malga's onto the high ground, and Sungan is having to concede a lot of space. Malga on his case, but they can't keep him up. Catnap comes through. They're going to try and trade this one, but they've already found kills, so Catnap is for nothing, really. 10-10 gets the kill, but the payload's still moving. Good trade, though.
Yeah, Argon, Faith, both. Just going to go down here, and Cheeseburger now pushing it all the way through. It's a 5-map banger. Thank you so much to Dart for picking the Sierra and prolonging this series that little bit more, you know? A minute 26 as well. Over a minute on the clock. What a joke.
Just, even with that trade for Blizzard, for Catnap on point, they can't get close to it. They push it over the edge. And that's going to be a full cap for Cheeseburger. You don't start saying bedtime theory when bedtime is almost a day away.
How are we? First time Sierra, bedtime theory? Yeah, I mean, if it's bedtime theory right now, I fear for the man I'm going to be in 15 hours.
First time Sierra. I mean, there was like a glimmer of hope when he hit the homing shot onto the cap, and then we never saw it again.
Why is Jetpack Cap being played? Seems like Cap Bastion Anna is just like, I don't want to explicitly say that it's good, but it seems okay. And all of these Korean teams spamming it and finding pretty reasonable success.
I reckon we're still in the overrated category here, but
I could believe
I think
that.
it's still not bad, you know? I think
Yeah.
there's something like, if you think all the way back to like some people used to watch Contenders, remember like the classic avoided comp where it was like Ball, Mercy, Anna, Farah type things, and it was just a remarkably annoying comp. Like, loads of teams would fail to beat it, even if on theory they are better teams on average in more metas, you know, and stuff like this. It would still be like a very hard thing to play against, and I think this is sort of what we're experiencing a little bit here, where it's very hard to play against, and especially if you're maybe a Cheeseburger, a Poker Face, a Zan even level type team, you're sort of put in a situation where you're in a, if you can't beat them, join them. But then all that really happens sometimes when you do that is you just end up perennially behind. Now Bastion Swing comes in again, both going to be on Zaryan this time. Zessin's just going to absolutely delete through minute there. Very low HP, 10-10, doesn't go down, but Wuchan's able to keep himself alive on his high ground. Winning that Bastion trade normally leads to a 1 fight, and that's going to be exactly what happens for Cheeseburger here.
Zassin swinging around the back here. Echo in, well, a world of, not dead, actually, just dead. Thank you, Dart. And with that opening pick onto Dart, it looks like Pokerface is not going to be finding any openings here on the first point. Already a minute bled down off the clock, and Cheeseburger very comfortable. They're 20% ahead on the nano boost, so they can go for a first tempo push if they desire with that one when it comes online. Argon's going to keep holding the flank with ease. Wrap around now for Pokerface. It's 10-10. He's going to flip behind, but here comes the form. Bubble is out, and 10-10 is in big trouble. No hit scan to finish off that kill, though, and he's going to get pocketed from the coast once more. Zessin, if he was a bit more wise, he would have cancelled his form timing and started shooting that cat out the sky instead of staying in Bastion form for no reason. But that's life. Cheeseburger now, 85% on their nano. Kara's closing the gap, but not fast enough, so there's still going to be a first tempo nano from Cheeseburger, one would assume. Zessin's in big trouble, though. Drop down onto the point. The Echo's going to finish him off. Argon's going to die as well, and both DPS have just disappeared for Cheeseburger. A classic burger disappointment.
Where'd that burger go? Now Dart looking for a late kill onto the Ana if he can, but Wuchan's quite far away. The sleep's been baited out, but he's not going to be able to push for this kill here, so Wuchan will get around the corner and regroup with his team. Pokerface, they get first point here. Just as Zarya mirroring this time, which is an interesting change from Pokerface. We're actually going to push for some late kills here, and Wuchan, he will get eventually staggered. Zessin's going to take that duel too. Bubble just in time to make sure minute doesn't go down. And now Cheeseburger, going to have to give more cart push, going to have to fully regroup. Wait for this next nano turn on the engage.
Lots of car push being conceded at the moment. Minute swinging around on the flank. Mine comes out, but Cheeseburger. Look, we got ourselves a nano boost. We've got ourselves Bastion bombs and a catnap as well. So decent ultimates to fight into the next turn, but car control certainly not this roster's specialty, is the impression I got. I'm not bored. I'm bored. Not because of the supposed meta, but because the man at the side of the screen, who is presumably playing Bloons Tower Defense on his second monitor, adding a bare minimum. That's it. I'm gone. Go watch more. Alright, Nano Boost comes out. Onto minute. Finds literally nothing. Catnap onto Zessin now, right before Wuchan is going to get thrown off the map by 10-10. Zessin pumping all the damage in the world. No kill. 3 kills for Pokerface, nothing for Cheeseburger. It's going to be 5 minutes for third point. Just let me out!
We're never leaving them, Barney. Copy Bastion's going to expire right now. They have the grab, but the snowball is significant, and Sugan's only just spawning. We're actually going to try and steal some position here on third point early, so the touch will be even more impossible than it already was. So, big old time bank, plenty to work with. Also a quicker grab for Pokerface, which could be the difference maker here. Blizzard, Bastion, Artillery Strike, all of these things can sort of counter it out a little bit right now, but really it's Pokerface and it's Gafrium who have the have control in this next fight.
Yeah, not looking good. Hunter built like a 005 boomerang. Huh? I'm gonna need an explainer on that one. That's been copy pasted 2 more times, so it must mean something. But I am gonna need an explainer. All right, what does that mean? I mean, surely one of the people that copy pasted it knows what it means and did. Oh, it's a Bloons. No, it's a Bloons thing. It's a Bloons thing.
Oh!
It's a Bloons thing. I don't know what it means. Can someone send a picture of an 005 boomerang in the Discord and we'll get to the bottom of it? Isn't it a clanker? Hey, Tomo. All right, Argon covered in stickies, but lives to tell the tale. Grav comes out, bubbles down, counter Blizzard, does nothing. Minute takes down Argon, freeze around the corner. The 3M gets counter nanoed, the push is back on. Get out of there, Cheeseburger. Grab for Sungan could be huge here. If you use it, he grabs the Bastion. There's nobody to follow up. The nade misses. Oh, poo-chan. Zessen gets darted at least, so they got one.
Oh, they're onto the high ground now. Sungan's still sort of dancing around, dealing with this Ananet stuck in. He'll deal with that one there, and a huge missed opportunity there. Oh, not able to convert on the grab there. And now, stabilizing out this choke, 3 minutes left on the clock. Wuchan's going to have Nano here for this next sort of battle in the sky. Artillery form is available for minutes to try and counter that one out a little bit. We'll see if maybe Dark can get involved. I feel like that's really the key. Like, the way this comp is designed from Pokerface is to invest in this battle in the sky. They actually just swing through and kill Argon, though. Little ambush coming through right now. Catnap comes through, but 1010's going to jack snap when he gets taken down by Zessen as he goes for that. So now, an opening for Pokerface still. 4v4 if they want to try and swing the corner. But remember, Cheeseburger do it for close spawns.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Nade into main now. Wuchan finds nothing with that one, but honestly, Cheeseburger, they hold all the cards. They don't need to throw it away, which is why they're using their Bastion ultimate to take down that Zarya, but not actually taking down that Zarya. Push inside now. G3 still lives to tell the tale. How they not killed them? It's Cheeseburger. That's how.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah. Didn't consider that angle, did you? First tempo nano boost now. They're going to push on to Dart. Bubble's going to come out. He's going to get lost in the source. This team, man. He can't do it.
He's actually just lost in a tree.
They just can't do anything right.
Alright, copy Catnap available for Dart, but I think he's probably too low to go for this one. No, fuck it, he's going to throw for it. He's going to get slept on the way through. He's going to now come out of form. He has a good sleep onto it. Dart does actually manage to live to tell the tale. Argon has died though, which means his payload continues to move forward. Bastion forms on point, but Gafrium's there to meet it with a bubble. Sungan now in desperation. Faith goes for a Catnap, finds nothing. Little blow up onto the Ana now, and that will be Pokerface full capping with a slightly faster time back.
This team is a joke. Why do they push around the corner when they have all of these insane counter ultimates? When they do use their ultis, nobody pushes to kill the target destructing the Riz. Like, it's just ridiculous.
I mean, there's a reason they're the what? These are the 7th and 8th best teams in the region.
Brutal. Are there any other incredibly high quality games such as this one? There's like a round robin for the top 4 teams, right?
Yeah, for the seeding. So it's Zeta versus Falcons today, and then Crazy Raccoon versus Onside.
Crazy Raccoon Onside could be good.
Yeah, I reckon there's maybe better legs in both of them. I think it's gonna be slightly undercut if we're just sort of in this mirror meta for a while, but we'll see. Oh, thank you, Creed, for the 23 months.
If I look more like the 004 or the 005. Thank you for the flower, Narcoleptic. Hello. Quite a lot of discussion happening here about which
balloons monkey you are. You popped my balloon.
You popped my balloon. Avril if he was.
Avril if he was when he's playing balloons.
Oh god.
All right.
That's instant.
Another round of attack and defense. Remember, everyone's going to be perked up, so these Bastions can have these bombs ready to go if they need it too. We'll just be more of the same. Zarya versus Zarya, Echo versus Mei though. So, eyes on the coast right now as Cheeseburger are going to try and get themselves in position. But Dart's pushed out in Mei, but he's run into an Echo and an Ana. Dart has surely gone too far. He tries to wall himself back in, but he can't. But Bastion's pushing in spawn right now. This is reckless from Pokerface right now. And reckless, also stupid. They're going to lose 3 people. What kind of defense is this?
5-map banger. 5-map banger. It's going to be an easy first point cap here for Cheeseburger as they're just going to put 3 bodies on the point. Wait, they've got 1 person on the point. No way that they must cap this, right? There's no way. No, they're not recontesting it. There's no chance. So they get the cap. They're 60% on Nano Boost as well. They're ahead on the Nano. So now they can play first tempo and snowball this. 25 seconds on the clock. To be fair, wouldn't rely on Cheeseburger doing much of it. Yeah, it's a nasty yawn. Chris Cumber? I'm not adding Chris Cumber. Tomato X, I'll do it. But Chris Cumber is a bridge too far. Alright. Tomato X, whatever his name is. Keep spinning, Braven. Keep spinning. All right, form timing is out early from minutes. Zessen is low but not dead, which means that now Cheeseburger can push in with Nano and the Bastion bombs. They swing the corner. They Nano the Bastion mid-form. Surely they kill Zessen here. They find one. Get the snowball going. Keep it pushing, boys. We're going the distance. We're going for speed.
Turn around to get the mate on point now, and they're hoping for a bit more of a snowball. DPS ults, maybe a catnap real soon as well, but Pokerface are about to have their own ults with which to respond with. Needs to keep eyes on his Bastions as well. For now, 1010's actually out in the open as well. He has to go back to pick up his Bastion. Does manage to get out and regroup with his team now, but it's on Pokerface to really claim a lot in this space, and Cheeseburger a chance to really push for snowball. And there's going to be a battle on coast here, but look, there's an Echo. Argon is here to try and overload on this side if they want to take this Bastion fight. They're not going for it just yet, though. Going to play it a little bit slower, but the payload keeps moving forward. Now the Bastions will meet. Nano timing onto Cario as well, looking for the cat. Tries to get around the corner. The sleep is great! He's going to get woken up actually here in minutes, so he will be okay. Meanwhile, there's a blizzard on point, so Songan's going to need all the help in the world versus this. He will not quite freeze for bubbles time just about, but Argon's got the copy grab. Use the copy grab, you're 28 HP! Get the copy grab going, Argon, please! We're going to throw it out onto the Zarya. The two Zaryas will get it. It is a good copy grab in the end, and this snowball is not stopping.
Alright, snowball keeps on rolling. Cheeseburger. A second cycle of ultimates is going to come online during this overtime. Argon is outrageously locked in. Just a big match player, you know. You put the stakes to max, and it's just sorted. Netanyahu _ Benjamin 49 with the Dino Dancers first time. Welcome. All right. Zessen now swinging over on the flank, still holding this high ground for dear life. Form timing is available, but it would be nice if we could take it slow, wait for Sungan's grab, and then dump the form into the grab. 3 I'm trying to hold here on the corner. Let's get this grab going, yeah, Sungan? Let's get this grab going. Forms
there it
in
is.
Skybox. Grab comes out. Kathreem's dead before he can grab. Argon stuck in the open. Catnap is out. Trying to take another cat away.
Save him! He saves him!
He saves him!
Oh!
It's a full cap.
Zessen spinning out in celebration here as Argon also back in the reef for this next fight as well. Gafreem does have a grab to recontest, but there's a Mei behind that. Can they just kill this Mei? Dart's half HP. Just go get him. There we go. A nice little late kill onto that one. Gafreem's going to throw the grab out, but at what? He's on to point, but have they grabbed anything? Argon's going to get out of the grab. There's a defensive nano's going to allow Zessen to live through that one, and it's another full cap. Cheeseburger, I'm not going down quietly.
5 map banger. Unfucking believable.
Can't wait for him to draw this.
The Faith Fantasy Gambit paying off. That's why I'm choosing doing this. Yeah.
You all doubted him. You just couldn't see.
People didn't realize that I had the mathematically optimized roster right from the start.
Alright. So yeah, mighty big ask. Now for Pokerface. They need to full push.
Too high.
Minute 37 to do it.
Does anyone know what time the new OWCS drops start today from Lacey Rose 19XX? Lacey, I'll be looking into this. They start in like 6 hours? Something like 6 hours.
What's that? 5.5 hours.
Settle in.
Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. There's 16 hours of Overwatch to watch.
Dart is 9 and 12. Mind you, Dart swapped Sierra after they held first point for 4 minutes and threw this map.
Yeah. Well, some type of retribution for his hubris. That was going to be an Echo Mirror. Alright. Only taken a couple of days, but I'm starting to get some Echo get involved in all of this. And Malga as well from Gafreem, in theory, obviously, can set some stuff in the sky on fire as well. Remember, everyone is fully perked up for this one, as they're going to try and come coast initially. Pokerface going to have minutes swing this even wider angle. They've got eyes on this Zarya right now, but they need to heal Gafreem really. He's actually had to stomp backwards defensively, so this is going to slow down Pokerface's time to engage a little bit, as Gafreem just won't stop taking damage.
Gafreem in big trouble right now. Just getting pumped out in the open, but Here comes the Bass. Another ride of the Valkyries as
Spectre.
Minute will disappear. Argon traded out by Guthrium, but the form timing is over, so Zessen has to get taxied out of dodge. He needs to escape the clutches of despair. Wuchan taking a lot of damage up on the high ground, just barely escapes around the corner, just barely snatches up that mini health pack to save him from the burn. But now Sungan has no healer in main, so Guthrium can just drop down face to face, clean him up. Cheeseburger, don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. Don't tell me that it's possible for Pokerface to full cap this map. Yeah, they did full cap, Kelsey.
There's no way Pokerface would also full cap. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it, Max. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Cheeseburger will close it out here and send us to our map 5 banger.
Alright.
Nano's available.
Nano's available right now. Guthrium holding forward in main. 75% on cage. Cheeseburger, they have Nano, they have Bastion bombs. Good counters to the cage as well. But it's time for the Bastions to come flying in for one last overtime clash. Zessen now swinging the flank. He finds 10, but it's just going to be a little bit of a slow fight. Minute's in trouble. He's dead pre-fight. We're going to 5. Oh my god. Push forward. Nano onto the Echo. Zessen gets countered at it. He's not going down. Oh, Guthrium's dead on card. No! Bastion bomb's taken out. We're going to 5.
Yeah, it's a complicated Bastion bomb. It's actually a really class combo there with a copy from Cheeseburger. They will tie us up 2-2. We're going to map 5. Remember, we are in Korea, so map 5 is the so much power in this map 5 pick for Pokerface. It is in their hands.
Can we get some preds, please? With a map 5, map choice, and ban choice, are Pokerface going to ban the Cat Bastion comp, which is the only comp they have lost maps to Cheeseburger to? Let's do preds on that, please. Predictions started. Are they going to target the one comp that is the only thing that has lost them maps in this series and the only thing that has won Cheeseburger maps in the entirety of the OWCS season versus anyone but New Era? Preds, please. Go quick. Do Pokerface ban Cat or Bastion? Yes or no?
Ban Cat equals win? Yeah, but can they solve that formula? It's a complicated equation.
Cheeseburger literally won map 1 with Cat Bastion, and then they self-banned Cat on map 3.
This actually should be a free one to Cheeseburger.
They self-banned the only comp that has won them a single map in OWCS. We're not counting the New Era one.
Yeah, Cheeseburger haven't won a map in OWCS except for that New Era one, that New Era game last weekend, and everyone beats New Era, so it doesn't even count. Just cannot be helped. I'm gonna drink. Not a beer drink, but just...
Bye, chat. Enjoy the stream. I'll see you later, Frosty.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you're extending this to me. Don't scream. Don't scream. That's why Frosty left. I got too passionate. Thanks, Herbivorian. Hey, Koya. Alarm. Pokerface have banned Echo. How do you know that, Suki? Are you making that up? Are you making that up? Is there a way you can see the match proceedings, or are you just making that up? Are you just making that up? Hey, it's Luke. Thanks for the 11 months. I got a fucking ad. Yeah, I do tend to run ads between maps. This week. What's up, Digby? Oh, worst game ever. What even are the games? This game right here is genuinely... I think you could probably make a YouTube video out of this game, Digby. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like this game is like really cancer. Like... Cheeseburger Pokerface 5-map banger, where Cheeseburger have been playing Cat Bastion, yeah? And Pokerface, like, Cheeseburger have never won a map in OWCS outside of playing Cat Bastion or versus MCD on tank, right? The only maps they've ever won have been playing Cat Bastion. On map 3, Cheeseburger self-bans Cat Bastion after winning on Cat Bastion. They self-ban their own comp. Now, this map that we just watched on Numbani just went to 6. Cheeseburger full cap Numbani twice. And now we're waiting to see the bans for the final map. Where on the final map, Pokerface is still yet to do a single ban to target Cat Bastion, right? The only team to target Cat Bastion is the team winning with Cat Bastion. So now, as we load in to map 5, we've got some preds going as to whether or not Pokerface is going to target the one comp that has won Cheeseburger, their first maps ever in Korean OWCS. I can't wait, really, to see this is the first time I've been excited to see a ban reveal, possibly ever. First time I've cared about the draft in the history of OWCS.
Thank you, useless competitors, for the tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you so much for casting these games. Makes me experience so much better. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This is gonna be... This is real toilet bowl nature, right? This is real toilet bowl nature now. This is
the excellent
lives on the
matches
line.
today. There's 3 matches in Korea, and then I'm going straight into China afterwards, and then I'm going straight into collegiate after that. So if you're here for the loot box, it'll come eventually, mate. Poker Joker, thanks for the tier 1, welcome. Ryan Player, thanks for the 5 months, welcome back. What are you saying?
18 matches. This is game 1 of 18.
18 matches? Oh, just blow it smooth off. Just blow it smooth off.
Some of them happen at the same time, so we'll cheat a little bit of that. But
18 matches, and the first one...
It's a 5-map
Are they human? Hold on. Are they human? Hold on. Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on.
All right, we get a human check here. Breaking news, live from the Hongdu Arena.
Benjamin Netanyahu 49, I'm banning you from the chat for complaining about the spam.
Imagine complaining about the spam.
That's where I draw the line, okay, buddy? See you later.
That's too far. Everyone has their line. All right. We're looking to see if there are any human beings on the side of Pokerface.
Hold on. Brutus happy picked.
All right. That seems like an anti-Cat Bastion type map, right? Yeah. All right. Map pick. Mode of map seems... Wait, are you ahead of me? Oh, here we go, Cesario. Here's Cesario pan.
It's over.
That's it.
No, not real.
Live from the ground.
Cheeseburger
no
sweet,
humans.
baby.
No humans on Pokerface. Cheeseburger. I told you to book those tickets. I hope you book those tickets because Cheeseburger are going to use them.
I told you Faith was the pick for fantasy. I told you he was going the distance. Oh my
Can you
God.
believe? Ultimately, all you needed this entire time was to keep having faith.
We're listening to George Michael until the match starts. Oh, you can't make it up.
This co-caster removed me from his chat. Nope, this is going to be a solidarity ban. See you later.
What, you're banning BB in solidarity?
Yeah. I've literally got a monitored suspicious user. Netanyahu, Benjamin 49. Yeah, just.
At Nelso, at Unta, white men don't get it. It's about the honor. You're right, Nelso. All right.
Nothing more honourable than finishing 8th in OWCS Korea.
Nothing more honourable than getting knocked out of OWCS by Cheeseburger.
By a group of men dressed as cheeseburgers. Alright. It's going to be Cat, Bastion in the skies. Karu will be playing the Ana, a Kiriko from Wuchan. So a less powerful combination to use with the Bastion in form of those nano timings, but should be more survivability here. So, off to the skies. One Bastion coming through. Little air shot, bit of splash damage onto the cat, but they can't follow it up. Zessin trying to poke up that cat right now. Eyes on the cat, trying to go over roof. Here we go, form timing round the corner. Looks for it. Only a tracer he spots, though, so not too much meaningful damage here. And Poker Face there. Cat Bastion's going to escape underneath. Sungan's going to be forced to take a little back step here as he's taking a nade. Here's the Bastion form, pressuring on. The full Matrix on him as well. The Suzu comes through. Now they re-swing, though. Argon's gotten that one. And look at that. Zessin unchallenged in the sky now. He is airdropping onto this Ana. Karu is on the run. And all of Poker Face, they're just going to have to scatter. They're going to have to get out of here. Cheeseburger win the first fight.
Cheeseburger win the first fight. First of many, as they are going to sweep this series. Zessin, 86% on his artillery already. Hard gapping minute now in the skies. Wu Chan doesn't even need to play the Ana to catch the win here. Karu pushing forward. Worthless nade onto Sungan. Going to be an easy flip back around, and now push timing is about to come on for Cheeseburger. They're going to go flying through the skies. Cat's about half HP. 10 needs to watch it. Down on the low ground, Karu's stuck close. This is a pin opportunity for Sungan, but I suppose there are cathedrals everywhere for those with eyes to see them, and Sungan is blind. Pin back as Cheeseburger seem to be struggling to push this corner a little bit. Not sure how to approach the push through. Once again, slow play. Tracer in the back, contesting Wu Chan and Cheeseburger. They're just conceding. And now the nano turn is coming online. So this is getting hard for Cheeseburger to fight.
We need to do a quick sig. I think you're ahead. 10, 9, 8,
yeah, just works.
7. Cool, just works. Nano available here, but they've lost their Bastion. Now they're going to have to take a back step, even with this ult turn, and it's Cheeseburger who can put the pressure on right now. They swing round the corner on this one. Artillery strike coming round to chase down onto this Ana. The Ana is on the run. They take all the space in the world because of this. They're going to start threatening checkpoint as well. And Poker Face, they can throw themselves at this one, but it's going to be a hard touch if Kafrian wants to get it.
He does really tough. Kafrian coming out into the open. He wants it, and now he's used all of his Matrix to get it. So this, they're not going to shoot the Diva. Ignore the Diva, trying to win the Bastion duel. Nano Bastion is money though, and Minute will clean up. Checkpoint has been C9 by Poker Face. Get me the big cauldron of oil. I've got 5 men to boil. This is unbelievable. This is insane. What?
What? Oh. It's time to boil some Poker Face players. It's going to be a cage fight now for Sungan. Catnap in that one for Faith as well. Bastion's again just sort of locking eyes above the rooftops right now. Bastion form comes through. Big pressure onto him. Artillery used out for a minute just to survive in this scenario. So Zessin will be happy with that trade. Now eyes on the cage from Sungan. Can he find a way to get through onto point right now? He's actually just taking the wide angle here. So they're still gaining meters at this point, Poker Face, but they have to be very careful about walking forward with this Malga and a cage sitting behind him. Sungan comes onto point right now, drops the cage, will get naded and all of that. Gafriam is awfully low. He doesn't have the combo, remember, so they got that. The Ana is in the cage as well. Everyone's going to get in the cage out of respect. They've actually found 2 trades out of this one here. Catnap comes in to try and save it. Little stun will get the damage done and allow Wu Chan to finish these kills. Stagger onto the baby, and they do win the fight in the end, Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger get it done in the end, but it's a shame they had to spend so much, especially that catnap at the end. It felt like that cage should have been enough, but the fact that the Suzu didn't land on Sungan meant that he just couldn't lifesteal his way back to victory. Cheeseburger, they're going to take it slow. They're going to have to wait on the corner, but honestly, this is a really difficult corner to break. And because they have to wait for their respawns, they are just once again going to be caught playing slow on the corner until the Nano Bastion comes out. Is there an easy solution for the Nano Bastion? I honestly think not. Dart. Pulse Bomb available, working his way through the side, and Cheeseburger, again, they should really watch themselves not to concede too much space here, because the more they give, then the more meters they'll lose down the line when the Nano turn comes out. Nano Boost comes out now on to Minute, who is pumping damage into Song, and he tries to kite away, but he's kiting out into the open, and Minute can clean up a kill on that. Minute's quite low in the open, though, and Argon's going to get the better of him. Zessin, green, health galore, as he will survive the initial dive. Push forward now for Karu as he takes down Argon, little over-the-shoulder POV as he kills the Tracer. Cheeseburger, they're down. Makes me feel like I'm in the action. Meters. Exactly. It's like watching the Hacksaw Blades back in the day.
Alright, Bastion form timing now to make Gafriam's touch a little bit difficult, just trying to deny every possible meter they can. Need to wait for Cyan to be properly back in the fight before they take it, but Cheeseburger are on the wrong side of the ult economy right now. Pokerface have a lot to work with as a form timing comes round. Can they keep Zessin alive? Just about. The self-heal and the pocket from the tether will get him through all of that. And now Pokerface about to swing the corner. They've got a lot of ults to work with here, but it's a considerate force out first, but Wucha dies for this one. Dart's going to find that kill. They go for a form timing around the corner, but Minute is ready ready to deep peek this. So the form timing finds nothing, and now Minutes form timing going to be brutal from the skies right now. Beams down one. Sungan all alone getting full matrix. Catnap comes over. A counter Catnap comes in as well, actually. Artillery strike to live. Bombs thrown out everywhere. Sungan's going to stomp behind. He's going deeper behind now one. It's turned into a very chaotic situation for Pokerface here. Even though they have the numbers, they have to try and group and stabilize, and Sungan's just given them the runaround right now. Pokerface just trying to play for stability, play to get out, get everything calm again, and then take another fight, but they burnt a bunch of ults in that one.
Hey, Glorp Jam. Yeah, spawns are good right now for Cheeseburger, so they are going to get right back into this one. Zestin nearly has bombs to survive. Argon with a pulse as well. Maybe he can catch out Karu, who's been doing a pretty good job of staying alive and actually getting aggressive through it as well. Sungan just not big with his feet, apparently. 2 pinned to the cart, 2 stuck fighting that Diva. Not actually able to close the gap onto the Ana, it seems. Form timing's exchanged through main right now. Minute taking an absolute beating with this one, and it's just going to go down. Talk about a Bastion gap. Let's make sure that we play Cat Bastion on map 5 after losing 2 maps of Cat Bastion, guys. I love the draft here from Pokerface, honestly, because I've got faith on my fantasy roster. On the run now, Dart getting chased down by the Cat and the Tracer both. Get in there, Hongyu! Show him what you've got. He's got nothing, unfortunately. He's 25. Pulse comes out from Dart, complete swing and a miss, and Cheeseburger, they're about to push into enemy territory now. Getting around this corner, this is the critical juncture. This is where the real snowball begins. Nano Bastion, counter, Cage already. Many ultimates being thrown into this one, but a really quick exchange there for Cheeseburger, and they can still swing the corner, but instead they're going to kite back.
Yeah, I was surprised they can't. Even with the Nano Bastion, I was a bit surprised they cancelled the cage fair and just didn't try and play through it. So we're going to end up being a 1-for-1 trade. Now an aggressive swing round the back from Zestin, though. Artillery form just used to try and keep alive, but Zestin's going to get killed through all of it right now. But Argon with a trade. Now eyes onto Minute. Faith's going to take that one down with that Bastion to look after as well. Faith's going to hit a big stun. He dies for that one as well. 10-10 is low. Somehow survives on 1 HP. They're trying to stabilize now. Meters will be gained. They've got Wu-Chan around them, so Pokerface do have to concede a little bit, but they'll have their spawn soon and can contest.
Olipop has been following for 2 years to write that message, by the way. This guy has been following for 2 years to write that message. Cried. Kitsune Rush comes down for Wu-Chan. I'll show you what he said after. That's going in the Hall of Fame. That's going in the Hall of Fame. Alright. Minute with the Bastion Bomb now. Big damage on the cart. Sungan pinning across. Mech is lost. Kathrium is in huge trouble. Hi, Meowers. Any more Sky Sea emotes for me today? Pulse Bomb available for... Oh, that is a Sky Sea emote. Amazing. Now, Minute, form timing, pumping damage into Sungan. He's trying to kite this one out. Argon, 1 HP and a dream. No kill. Now push over the wall and Zestin's going to fall. Cheeseburger, this is it, man. They're going to win this series.
Catnap onto it as well, but 10-10's not going to make that one to the coast, so a desperate attempt is not going to work out at all for him. Now they're hunting a Tracer behind. Dart just has to try and play live. Faith can't get the kill, but can scare him away. Cheeseburger, big lead. Only looking to get bigger as we're about to have a cage in about 15% time. Gafreem's actually going to mirror the Malga in all of this. Now, Viana does, in theory, give you a way to win this Malga mirror matchup for now, but he's going to be way behind on cage. They're going to have an artillery form to drop into this one as well. Now, Dart sitting behind, angle onto the Malga, eyes on the backline too, as they're getting very close in that cage. Sungan with that one, but Wu-Chan's in big trouble actually. They need to save him. Dart's found the kill. Stomp onto Sungan here. They're going to drop the artillery strike because Zestin needs to live, and they're maybe just going to die with not using any of these ults. It was a nano out during all of this, I think, onto the Bastion, so will be good fights. A waste of a pulse bomb from Argon thrown in. So Pokerface win, but cage fight for Sungan next.
I need to be very careful not to jinx it here. I am starting to remember that it is actually a Cheeseburger match. So there's no such thing as a win because all they do is disappoint 24/7. Pokerface, oh man. They only have the Bastion bombs right now. Kathrium, 63 on a cage. Pin back for Sungan, the king of conceding space on Malga. Genuinely, nobody gives up better. Now, cage turn available. Let's pin in and use that cage perhaps. What do we think about that one, mate? 20 seconds on the clock. Gathrium has already been pumped into neutral before the form timing. Form comes out now for Zessin, and he's winning the duel. Dart has fallen. Hold your breath, folks. The cage is good. Minute's going to counter the cage with his bombs. Catnap's going to stun. 3 kills already. It's just Karu. Cheeseburger sweep, baby. 3-2.
Cheeseburger in the playoffs.
Hongyu Clinic.
Unbelievable. Cheeseburger win. Pokerface are out. And honestly, they deserve it.
Amazing. Amazing.
Cheeseburger, can't believe it. They will play again tomorrow for a chance to make playoffs. Poker face.
Oh my.
No choice but to sit with this one now. They are eliminated from OWCS Korea.
Yeah, that is beyond devastating to lose to Cheeseburger.
Fans
I
love that one.
can't believe they didn't ban Cat Bastion.
5 maps. The only team that did was Cheeseburger.
Actually
and they
brain
lost.
dead. Like
the
Cheeseburger fact that
actually proved for theory.
Cheeseburger showed them the solution as well.
Like, just copy my homework if you want. We can't win if you ban the
Cheeseburger
comp,
got
you know?
they got obliterated too when Cat was banned. It was like a 5-minute cap of Esperanza.
Cut didn't touch for point. Yeah, that was like the worst Esperanza we've seen.
I don't know. Whoever does the bans for this team, gotta go. So insane. Hey, Sardist.
Thank you, Lolandi,
Sorry
for the
about the
tier
outbreak,
1
Sardist.
11 months.
Can you show CX the first time message? I did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it partway. I didn't want to go because you were casting it, but yeah, it's. You know what? They might have been workshopping it for a couple of years, but they're on to a winner. What do you guys want?
Mercy ban or no cap ban? There was nothing wrong with the Mercy ban. The normal players just don't get it. Hey, Emmys. Is anyone surprised that Cheeseburger is a stakes team?
Oh,
Me?
thank you, Lumos, for the 1,000 bits.
Mm,
Any-
1,000 biddies, eh?
For my force on account of the Cat Bastion. So I think there's a few things you can do. I think if you just play a good old-fashioned, like, Diva, Kiri, Lucio, maybe, like, Tracer, Cass, I think you've actually got a really reasonable chance in all of these things. I think you've got a great way. If they ever punish the Ana, this was a theory that we always used to do against Avoided. If they ever run an Ana, is don't worry about the Farah Mercy in the sky, because that's really hard and obnoxious to kill a lot of the time. What if we just rotate around the map smartly, kill the Ana every time, make it so the Ana can't play the game? I feel like there's a lot of ways to do that, and we maybe saw some examples of it yesterday when Onside Gaming and Attack were actually just able to kill the backline on cooldown by themselves, basically. So I think there's more ways to do that to especially exploit the Ana version, and I think even if they were to swap to Kiri or something, maybe a bit more survivable, I think a lot of the same principles can still apply. So I think that's pretty viable. I think Echo as well. I'm surprised it's taken us until, what, the 4th match in Korean this week? Now we've seen so much Echo. I feel like the Echo matches up really nicely in terms of just being able to win that duel. I think there's more alternatives as well, where actually people seem so keen to mirror the Cat Bastion. But I think you can also either just, if you're going to play Cat yourself, why don't you just play Cass with it as well or something, or just have your Cat as like a, I don't know, what do you call it, like an anti-air Cat. I think there's a lot of other alternatives here to explore before you just get locked into some sort of Mortal Kombat Bastion in the Sky mirror for 1 billion games. That's 1,000 bits worth of force.
OWCS Korea Stage 1 안녕하세요. 아나운서 이시윤입니다. 오늘 준비된 첫 번째 경기 LCQ의 두 번째 매치 최종전 진출을
Let's see what Warren's unboxing.
바로 치즈버거입니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
야, 승리 축하드립니다. 오늘의 POTM은
Thank you for return investment on my bits. Yes, I feel like it was a fair trade.
너무나도 맛있는 1승입니다. 고난과 역경을 모두 뚫고 이 자리까지 왔는데요. 승리 소감 들어볼게요.
풀세트 가서 이겨서 좀 더 기분 좋은 것 같습니다.
네, 풀세트까지 갔기 때문에 더 맛있게 이겼다라고도
We deserve it.
치즈버거 팀 양바스의 최대 수혜자인가라는 생각도 들었던 오늘 경기였습니다. 하지만 이 양바스 조합을
Expected a dedicated YouTube video for 10k bits. For 10k bits, yeah, we could do that. For 10k bits, yeah.
양바스는 양바스인데 이제 아래쪽에서 좀 더
Yeah, I think the main problem there, like, because we saw, which way around was it? So we saw Zessin win, like, every single duel against Minute, right? And I don't think it was anything that was, like, like an aim gap or anything like this. I think what was happening is because they were running Vermauga here, you saw multiple times where Minute would use his form timing to try and punish Vermauga. They were like, aha, we can nade Vermauga, kill Vermauga. Vermauga is the punishable target. But Sungan kept just keeping his stomp, getting out of these situations, which then just meant Zesson had this free form timing, which is why he was always able to kill the Bastion. And once you win that aerial battle, the fight is all but yours most of the times. I thought they were holding hands. No, he just has no hand, it seems.
This team has insane jaw game.
You've got a few crazy jaw lines. Mog Central.
Fucking Crimson Chin on the left, like it's just insane. Hey, Bryce. We found Korean TVNT. It's attack.
No, I mean, because it looks like, I don't know which player is next to Faith here, but, like, it looks like he doesn't have an arm, like a right arm.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
yeah, that'll do too.
Morning,
Double
Artemis.
chicken burger day?
I mean, what else would you have in terms of cheeseburger?
I don't know, like... The problem is the cheeseburgers from this place, I don't like them, so...
Oh. It's the chicken burger place, right?
Yeah, the chicken burgers are gas from here, but, like... I don't know.
Morning, Munch. That's Faith. No, Faith's on the left,
Will you
isn't
be
it?
watching
Who's the guy
AG
on the right?
JDG today? Probably. As long as Korea's over, I will be watching it. Today's stream is like
That's
super
Argon.
long.
Thank you, Sis. It's Argon is the Korean TVNT.
Jawline theory? Yep. Just get a better haircut, dude. Just be yourself. That's jawline theory.
All fantasy stats are up? Alright. Do you want to see... should we go look at this fucking Faith sweep that Unter has engineered then? Alright.
See the impact on the points? I mean, Cat's like such a terrible hero for points, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't you like barely shoot your gun when you're doing
yeah.
this?
You got like 32.5 healing. Like, yeah, because Violet got very few points yesterday despite winning 3-1. But 32.5 for Faith. Wu Chan got 40. Zessin 38 for Bastion, scoring well in this. Over on the side of Poker Face, not too much to write home about. Gafreem got 20 actually, which was the highest. Yeah, really the Bastion, the big scorer, and the support. But the non-cat support, I probably imagine partly because the cat is so dedicated to healing the Bastion, you're actually just solo healing your other two players pretty constantly. You're getting all the tank healing. But I got 40.5 yesterday. Am I just spreading misinformation? I thought you scored quite badly. Maybe that was just in one particular map.
Speed Egyptian dance for the first time. Welcome, 4Silver. Welcome to hell.
W misinformation. Yeah. Who was I thinking of them? No, he did just score well, didn't he? No, he just scored every map. Who was I thinking of? God knows where that thought really is from. Just fake news. Thanks, Lemon. They should change their name to Cheeseburger. They're going to Japan. We've already booked their tickets.
I was listening to Steely Dan before, though, so it could be that. Maybe that's what they were referring to. This is not Steely Dan, though. You could listen to, I need some music to leave you with. Because we have a 15-minute break now, so I'm going to take full advantage of that and go make another coffee before I die! Alright.
Way to raise the stakes on that coffee.
Reel it in the years, dirty work, do it again. You have a full Steely Dan playlist ready to rumble right now. Thank you, Infamous Ratman. Hey, Ryuji. Where's your badge? Put your Cryana badge on. Hello, Liquor is a God.
Did you sell many of those yesterday?
Hey, Connor. Not as many as what the 3,000 collective viewers that I lost would justify by any means, but
that was going to be tough,
I won on
though.
principle, you know. I streamed it. You know, some people got the people that wanted the badge got the badge. You know, I
All right.
lived up to my commitment.
All right, see you in a bit, Sam.
Gamble on Zeta versus Falcons, who would win? I would go with Zeta. Switch Bay.
Oh, hot
If
take.
you were able to gamble on Zeta versus Falcons, you should send me a message on Discord.
What is Jetpagger? All right. What? Can't wait to see how Zeta managed to throw a map to Falcons who can't seem to be able to buy one. I had Falcons look quite bad yesterday. Yep, that's a pretty fair assessment. I think we did a little VOD review on Thursday of Crazy Raccoon versus Falcons, not from yesterday, but from last week, and it felt like it was a very mistake-filled performance from Falcons, even on comps that they're normally or expected to be very good at least. And then yesterday, it felt like they had no real answer to the Cat Bastion. It felt like they lost that duel pretty consistently themselves. And then they tried to play the sim against it. And honestly, on Varuna Sapi, it felt like there was actually... I mean, Varuna Sapi wasn't a cat mirror, to be fair. They played the sim against the Anna Alari, and it really felt like they should have actually had a pretty reasonable comp situation on that map. But... it just felt, again, like just mistake-ridden play from the Falcons. And then we go into the third map, and it's more Cat Bastion, and they try and use the Sim D.Va against it. I'm not really convinced by the Sim into it at all, really. Yeah, wasn't convinced by the Sim into it at all. Maybe there's some type of argument here as well. Now, like, historically, always... When we always think of, like, Checkmate and how good he was at Sim in... Al Now Could See It last year, that was probably majoritarily? That was probably mostly in a sim mirror, where they would get the better of TM on a lot of occasions, but not so much in the... We always used to talk about this with Yubi, for example, right? How he has the breadth of... He's played sim into everything. So maybe a lack of experience there. But yeah, either way, it's like really, really poor performances from Falcons in a lot of these big games. We're not quite at the It Really Matters Yet games for Falcons, but it is a little bit worrying how poorly they're playing both against the Cat, but also when they don't have to play against the Cat. I have a question. Go on, Psycat Nod. Patiently waiting. Where is Alvocate? I don't know, Psycat Nod. You're the Alvocate expert. You need to find him. Oh, thank you, Frienda23 for the tier 1 16 months. Everyone have a little look for Alvocate. A little Aga check, see if we can find him. We're on the hunt. The manhunt has begun, Psycat Nod. Did you pay off for cows to take down Hunter? Sounds like a conspiracy theory, so I'm going to say yes. I'm only spreading peace and love in the name of Aldi. And in the name of Aldi. You're like a disciple. A disciple spreading the good word of Aldi. Why is it so common now? I reckon it's inherently... It's like an inherently hard comp to deal with. Like, one thing that was always true when we used to play in these Farah Mercy teams back in the day, like Avoided and such, is it was genuinely difficult to play against, you know? It wasn't just like cheese as in the sense of... Yeah, it's a cheap win or whatever. Like, they were like, good at their heroes, and it was genuinely hard to play into. So I think a lot of those same things are true. What happened, what Avoided did, is Avoided coached, essentially, or taught a generation of players how to deal with Farah Mercy bullshit. I think a lot of those principles probably still apply to this Bastion Cat type stuff. The Bastion Cat stuff is definitely stronger than a Farah Mercy. But I think a lot of those same principles apply. But I don't think Korea ever had such a... Korea never had those lessons. So I think at the moment, what it feels like happening is everyone is doing the classic. If you can't beat them, join them. You're losing to something in scrims. You can't find an easy counter, so you just try and replicate it yourself and copy what they're doing. And that's why, like, do you remember that T1 Zan game yesterday? Like, fuck me. Like, now we've actually seen quite a lot of Cat Bastion mirror over the last few days, right? So it feels like I'm starting to get a bit of a feel for it. And actually, looking back on that T1 Zan game, I think those teams were just fucking arse at that comp, right? They just... and when a team looks like they're sort of comp, they just play a comp that a better team are playing, but they're not very good at it. They don't seem to understand how to play it. I think what that just screams, oh, we fucking copied the homework, right? They just copied the Crazy Raccoon homework or Zato or whoever it was, and they're just struggling on it. So I guess like Zeta versus Crazy Raccoons are the two teams with the most success on it, and they're probably the ones to really watch. Cheeseburger to playoffs. They lose for Bastion and Cat, but they win the 3 other maps. So yeah, I think that's why it's so common. I think it's like an inherently hard thing to deal with, especially on like... the Diva ban is probably the one you'd be really scared of, but I feel like teams right now, either... one of two things happened. Either the teams are just rubbish and are just mirroring because, you know, they're not smart, or they're not willing to take a risk on trying to do their own thing, or try and find their own solution to it. That could definitely very well be true. Or like this whole meta shift has happened in a more meaningful way very recently, and nobody's really had time to adapt or to try anything. So the safest thing to do when you're low on time and you're getting beaten by a comp is to just copy the comp. But the problem with copying a comp is most of the time you can't just copy a comp and win unless you're just the better team. Like we used to do this on British Hurricane sometimes when we were just the best team in the region, and if we were ever struggling on like a particular point or particular map or against a particular comp, sometimes we would just say fuck it, just mirror them and we'll be better on the heroes than them. But that is that's a bullshit solution that only works if you have a significant player player skill advantage. So, you know, maybe if you're Zan or Cheeseburger or Pokerface or Falcons, or, you know, that's not like a great solution. What my score press for the next 2 matches? I reckon this could be like 3-0 territory. Zeta B Falcons, 3-0. Maybe Falcons get a map if that. Dunno. The only thing that would possibly swing it in favour, if the Falcons have found, like, they've looked at all the problems they had yesterday against Crazy Raccoon and gone, alright, now we've cracked it. If they've had a crackdown and they have a solution to the Cat, then they can win the series. But without that, it's just a 3-0.
Hey, Jimbang. Hey, really nice and kind guy.
Crazy Raccoon versus Onside. I'm expecting pretty similar. Maybe like a 3-1. 3-1 Crazy Raccoon. Morning, old man skates. Surely the matches with no stakes is the time to experiment? No? Yeah, you'd think so, Nopper, but... what can you do? Yeah, it's actually technically Pepsi Max here, if you want to get technical. You go all in on 3-2 onside beating Crazy. You can put the house on it. Kind of like my house. I feel like I don't need to gamble it in the aim of gaining more house. Just Falcons? I don't think so, Wesley. I feel like Falcons have been kind of bad into a lot of teams. Time to bring someone in? I don't think someone's the solution. What if I have 2 houses? I feel like 2 houses just means more work, you know? I'm not Funny Astro here. I'm not here to develop property.
Oh, Funny Astro, the property developer. Humble beginnings, and the first thing he does is start buying up property in underprivileged boroughs in London.
It started when he put on a pair of skates, and now he owns half of London.
Wait, is our art guy gay?
Who's this? Homosexual?
Oh, well, we know homosexual is gay.
Homosexual's gay? What?
I'm talking about SPM Lenny.
Oh. Were Falcons using? I can't remember the exact comps. It feels like the exact time they started losing to Crazy Raccoon was also the time this like Cap Bastion stuff started happening more. No, let me remember back to that. No, maybe they just lost. They lost the other Crazy Raccoon game just without it, right? For regular season game. And I don't think it's better. Like I said, when I watch the games, it's just blunders. It's like unforced errors. I don't think it has necessarily anything to do with meta. Maybe there's like, you can make all the arguments that like Farah meta suits he's saying better. It's not, Sim doesn't actually seem that strong versus all of his stuff, etc, etc. So maybe some of their power level was capped by meta, but the reason they're losing these games, I think it's less to do with comp and just, you know, you make this many errors in a high level game, you're gonna lose maps, you're gonna lose series.
Overwatch is easily in the top 100. maybe more than 100.
Love waking up to shit. You have a go. Thank you, 95 Spikes. Good morning.
Here you go, bucko.
Thanks, Clementine, for the 7 months. Don't know how I feel about being called Bucko.
Alright, bucko.
Okay. Maybe I'm warming to it.
Okay.
Feel like the narrative on Falcons has
Just needed
shifted
to come
far
from
too
the right
rapidly.
source.
Yeah, you know what? One of these was sexual harassment. One of these was flirting. Put a shirt on, Clementine. I think it's shifting too fast. I mean, I don't think it's actually... It depends where you're getting your... Where's it shifted from? If you're reading Twitch chat, Westy, every narrative have shifted too fast since the dawn of time. I think Falcons do just look bad and very error-filled now, and that's a concern as they play on these big teams. But I think if suddenly they get rid of these errors, then actually they're just competitive with all of these teams.
I think they could have a competitive match versus Zeta even today, you know, just because Zeta's style is so countered by what Falcons do.
I think
Falcons
it's really
always trying
just
to play
like...
the sim style.
Like, the reason they lost what was it? Rena Sappy against Crazy Raccoon? Just egregious errors from like individual errors, you know? Just like Checkmate dies every time he casts Sim Wall, he dies like 3 times before the fight, Chio dies with Ray when they have like a significant ult advantage, like just crucial errors in crucial moments. Like that's how you lose a series in these, you know, against good teams.
Hi, Laurentino. Why has Unta not got any $1 donations for a funny voice recently? There are voices of Biden, Brian, Dr. Disrespect, French, Morgan, Obama, and my personal favorite, Donald J. Trump. That's a great question, artist Lenny.
What an interesting question. Making errors cost games. I know. Like, this is what I mean, because you say, like, oh, you want to push for Falcons of a strongest team narrative? Yeah. But sometimes a team will play good, and then they will start playing bad. So we should say the team is playing good when they're playing good. And then we should say the team is playing bad once they start playing bad.
A lot of people copy-pasting the message, but it feels like nobody's hearing it, you know?
A lot of good intentions, but empty wallets.
Okay.
In fact, to go a step further, the fact that it's all individual and unforced error-based actually implies more that they're still a good team making unusual errors, rather than they're now just all shit players and they need to go into the boiling pot of oil with all the poker face players or something.
Oh, God. There's always more room in the vat.
There's always more. I mean, we can boil them alive if you want. You know, like, the oil is hot. Right?
Hi, Ron. Trickle in,
No, we should put them in the oil. Okay, so, you know, those are our options.
They are going in the oil. Expeditiously. Oh, there it is. Money. Thanks for the dollar, Donald.
$1 from Donald?
Do you really? Dollar from Donald. SPM Lenny donating $1 to compliment himself with the donation voice. But it came through Donald Trump's voice, so it's all okay, right?
Yeah, I think that's that all tracks. That all balances out in the wash.
That wasn't me. Sure, it wasn't, mate.
Could be on brand if they lose to onside. Oh, here they are. Oh, I should cut the VOD out of respect.